What up, what up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mo.J. We got our first on the clock. It is episode 3, but we finally got there. We here, and that's all that matters. It don't matter where you start. It matters where you finish. And we on episode 3 of Raising Kanan. I got a heat wave. It's hot as heck over here. I had to push the live all the way back. It's unbearable. It's been 100 degrees the last 2 days, and it's going to be 100 degrees the next 2 days. Tomorrow's supposed to be about 104. No AC. I got the big air tower over here blowing. Man, it's hot, but it ain't as hot as Raising Kanan. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, rate the episode. I'm putting the poll up for the other on the main one. But what y'all think? We getting better? What up, CJ? What's going on, Torian? Miss Renee, I had to sit down with Snaps and Pops. They said you good in our book. What's going on, NL? XO Casey, thank you for the $4.99. I didn't get to stay. This last week, Mo, but Unique is somewhere with his feet kicked up and Ronnie in the ground stinking. Hey, you really gonna hold that against me, XO? It's been a whole year. Can Ronnie rest in peace, please? Can Ronnie rest in peace? We wasn't making fun of Unique. Can Ronnie rest in peace, please? Please. Hit that like button, y'all. What up, Torian? I'm gonna try to get back into the rhythm of this streaming thing. You know what I mean? It's been a while. But hey, man, we here. It's 2:30 in the morning. I'm here with y'all. We did a first reaction this morning. I like it. This is definitely better than the first 2 episodes. And now you see why, for me, I gave the first 2 episodes a 7 because I know what we're capable of. I gave this episode an 8. There's still more that we can do. But yeah, you know what I mean? The first 2 episodes couldn't be an 8 in my book because that means then this would have to be over the top to be over, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, Miss T, what's going on, man? Yeah, we're gonna be on here probably about 3 hours. You know what I mean? Right before the sun come up. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Man.
We straight killers, Joe.
Y'all know the vibes. Power! Raising Kanan and season 5. Kanan puts life on the line. Running the blocks with breeze. Taking the south side with ease. Chess moves, got the whole set. Locked on the pivot, it's a habit. To move the weight, you gotta think straight. Ain't no room for the average. The concrete crown is heavy, but we built this from the ground up. Now lock in while Mo.J breaks the showdown.
Yeah. Yeah. What up, Michael? Carlos. All right. So, if you're new to the channel, On the Clock is where we talk about each character from their perspective. And I tell you what we saw. I don't make any of this up. Everything I tell you guys is what I saw on the show. They say, Mo, here's the episode. Tell us what you saw. So everything you're going to hear me say tonight is 1008% factual. Don't get mad at me. Go call up stars and ask them why they write it that way. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm just here, guys. I'm just here to tell y'all what I saw. That's it. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. That's it. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. Oh, y'all like the intro? All right, cool. You know what I mean? I got another one. So one of the guys out here, he does some music, but we got some more stuff. He's supposed to make me a full intro for my actual channel, but right now he just got me a Raising Kanan intro. All right, we let a few people come in here. What do y'all think? Are we headed in the right direction? I know online some people been sending me some stuff from like Twitter, and they were saying they're kind of confused on the direction. I know exactly where we're going. Would I have liked to be introduced to these characters last season so we could just hit the ground running? Definitely. But we're here now, and there's nothing we can complain about. But the writing, I think, is good. I don't think there's any blank spaces that we needed to fill in that we may not have known about. What y'all think about Kanan? Room 304. You know how that is, you know what I mean? And they did that on purpose too, dropping the 304 on there. They ain't even have to do that, man. Kanan could have got room 812, 112, 313, 305 for Miami. I don't even know what New York zip code is, but we could have did something else. I mean, not zip code, area code. Stefano's still mad at Rock. He trying to stop everything she got going on. Pino don't care. He want that money. Flossie, she's over here with Marvin. I don't trust Flossie at all. There's no like, what do you need to talk to Marvin for one-on-one? Like why? What are we talking to Marvin for? Why do we need to have a Flossie and Marvin conversation? He already told you, Flossie. He don't consent. He don't pay. Girl, you need to leave my dog alone, man. The niggas at the barbershop, they starving. They need a little bit of money. Shit, they seen them hundreds. Them hundreds. They changed their mind up. Oh, Asia, it's been a while. We back though. To be honest, I haven't really been live streaming since probably about April. But other than that, we back. Well, next week I'm gonna be in Portugal. I keep telling y'all that, so I'm gonna try to do either a first reaction or on the clock. But by the time I get in on the clock, it might be 9-10 o'clock p.m. Eastern. But oh well. CJ said happy 50th birthday to Joseph Sikora. Yeah, and he directed episode 3, so he's moving his way up. Let me see. So who are we gonna start with tonight? We're gonna give about 15 to 20 minutes for each character because I'm gonna do about 3 hours tonight for this live. We got Rock Story, Jukebox, Marvin, Kanan, and Breeze. Really, that's the only stories we have. I mean, Pino and Stefano link up, but I'll probably do Stefano's story with Pino. Yeah, Stefano and Pino's story will probably go into Kanan's story because he does sit down with Stefano. And that's really all we got. That's all we got is really 5 stories. Rock, Juke, Marvin, Kanan, and Breeze. Okay, so this is going to be a Breeze this evening. Yeah, we don't really have a lot of characters to go through because usually we have a Lulu story, a unique story where we'd be about 7 characters deep. Yeah, because Taz's story will fall up under It'll fall up under Breeze and Kanan's story. All right, yeah, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Oh man. I'm gonna give this episode a solid 8. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give it a solid 8. It's better than the first 2 episodes, but we haven't quite got there yet. We took over the blocks, then we got the blocks shot up. How do we look at Rock now? How do we look at Rock now? I know a lot of people, they say, "Oh, Kanan is messed up because of what he's doing," but when Kanan killed Buck 20, he killed Buck 20. Why? First of all, because he thought that was his mom's territory. Secondly, is because he was messing with Davina, right? Everybody blamed Kanan for that mess up. Oh, Kanan did this. He shouldn't have did that. But what are we going to say about Rock shooting up Kanan's block? Is Rock going to ever get any blame for anything that Rock does? Why doesn't anybody give Rock any of the flack? Kanan killed Buck 20 because he was stepping on, you know what I'm saying? He thought his mama's territory and it was messing with his girl. But when Rock comes and sends a message and shoots up Kanan's block, everybody talks about that's a part of the game. I don't do that. We got to hold everybody to the same standard. Rock is a fuck up just like Kanan is a fuck up. But that's what the saying is. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. Kanan was a fuck up because of his mama. Something going on, Danielle. She said it was cool. I just watched it. Miles, everybody is dirty except Marvin. Well, what are we considering? What are we considering dirty though? Because remember, Marvin's done a lot of dirty stuff with Stefano last season. You know what I mean? As far as crossing the family, Marvin hasn't crossed the family. You got Kanan killing Lou. You had Rock owning Lou. Rock pretty much cutting Marvin out of deals. Rock stepping on Kanan's blocks. You see what I'm saying? So when we say he isn't dirty, are we saying as far as the family goes? Okay, as far as all right, see, we on the same page, Miles. That's what I was saying. He's the only one that hasn't double crossed any of the family members. And he made up with Juke. So yeah. All right, Miles, we on the same page. See, I was thinking the same, like, all right, he hasn't crossed nobody in the family, but he's been doing some dirt outside of it. All right. What I say, Rock is Cersei Lannister? Oh, no, my bad, Cersei. You could definitely say she is. Rock is really like, once Rock started losing her power and stature, she's kind of acting like Effie. She's going wherever she can hold on to something. At this point, Rock is like, all right, well, if I team up with them, all right, fuck them. If I could team up with them, you know what I mean? So Rock is kind of, she ain't the Rock of old. But when you're back against the wall, you got to figure that thing out. You know, when the bills are due, you got to do what you got to do. What did we learn? We learned this as kids. As kids, we weren't too sure what they meant, but as we got older, we knew exactly what this means.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
We know exactly what that means. You got to do what you got to do.
I'm in a bind, Nate. I'm in a bind, Nate.
Yeah, when we were kids, I was thinking, what does in a bind mean? What she mean? She in a bind? A bind like a binder, like a notebook keeper? What does she mean a binder? What is a binder, Mom? Like, what do adults need binds for? What is she in a bind for, Mom? We didn't know. I didn't know. I said, Mama, what's a bind, Mom? Hey, Dad, what's a bind? What's a bind, Dad? They wouldn't tell me, so I had to go. I'll talk to my cousin. Y'all know the cousin that bailed me out. Y'all know I used to sell a little bit of drugs when I was younger, but I got robbed, and then my cousin gave me the $350 to go pay the plug back. so I could get about the dope game. Yeah, I went to that because I said, hey man, what's a bind? You know what I mean? I was just a kid. I didn't know what a bind meant. I did not know what a bind meant. I was like, what is a bind? I'm in a bind. I don't want to be in no bind. I don't want to ever be in a bind. I said, what's a bind? Now, I'm not saying Rock is fucking on stuff, but Rock gonna figure it out. What would you do if your son was at home crying all alone on the bedroom floor because he's hungry? And the only way to feed him is to sleep with a man for a little bit of money and his dad is gone. Somewhere smoking rock now, in and out of lockdown. I ain't got a job now. Yeah, that's where Rock is at right now. Rock is so far in the game, she got niggas sliding on her son. But don't nobody give Rock no kind of flack, no blowback. It's always Kanan, a fucking minor. We blame everything on the minor. We don't give no criticism to Rock. Rock just shot up Kanan's block. And everybody's like, that's a part of the game. But when Kanan shot up Buck 20, everybody's like, oh, Kanan fucking up. Kanan was a fucking kid. Who cares if he's fucking up? He's a kid. Every single person on here done fucked up. I stabbed the nigga in high school. I was a kid. I fucked up. Karma came back, nigga stabbed me up. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Nah, Kanan ain't 18 yet. Kanan's still 17. Jukebox is 18. Kanan to be 18 probably going at the end of the season. Yeah, Kanan ain't 18 yet. But I'm talking about when Kanan was a kid, when he shot up Buck 20. When he shot up Buck 20 is when we first seen Kanan. This is when Kanan was like 15 years old. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. But this is on the clock. So who we gonna talk about first tonight, man? All right, we got about 40 people in here. Okay. We getting in there. We getting in there. But yeah, we got to put some blame on Rock. I'm putting all the blame on Rock. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. This is my channel. I'm putting the blame on Rock. If y'all don't want me to put the blame on Rock, go to your channel, invite me, and tell me we ain't putting no blame on it. But on my channel, we blaming Rock for everything Kanan does is because of Rock. All right. So out of the 5 characters we got, Rock, Kanan, Marvin, Jukebox, Breeze. I kind of want to finish the live off with Kanan's story. Jukebox's story, we'll probably start with Jukebox. From Jukebox, we go to Marvin. Jukebox to Marvin. Marvin's story connects us to Rock. Rock's story connects us to Kanan. And then Kanan and Breeze, or we can do vice versa, Breeze and then Kanan, because no one crosses over to Breeze's story except for Kanan. So it'll probably be, well, he ain't even talked to Rock this episode. So I got to figure out how we can connect. Marvin to Rock, Rock to Juke. Oh no, we can connect it through Kanan. So Rock to Marvin, Jukebox to Rock, Rock to Marvin, Marvin to Kanan, Kanan to Breeze. There we go. I feel like Kanan is 30. Well, y'all know we the only people online. We the only people online with the full timeline of the Power Universe. What up, RC? We the only people online that took 2 hours. Oh shit, hold on. That nigga Pookie in here with the 20 piece. What up, though? What's going on, Pookie? What's going on? Shout out to Pookie for the $20. Again, we the only people with the closest spreadsheet of all of the birthdays in the Power Universe. It took us 2 hours to put this together, but Kanan was born in 75, 1992. He's 16 years old. He ended up dying in 2018 at 43. So if this is 93, Kanan is only 17 years old. Jukebox is born in 75. 4. So Jukebox is 18. Kanan is 16, 17 at this point. Yeah. This is the official. Even stars ain't got this spreadsheet. Yeah, we got everybody on here. We got when they were born, when they died, all the way up to 2023 at least. You know, I'm not doing an update to 25, 26. We just have to go off of this. But yeah, Kanan was born in 75. So right now he's still a minor. 16 years old in 92, which was in 2023. Season 3 and season 4 are the same year. Because season 2 picks up right at season 3. Rock got shot at the end of season 2. Season 3 starts off in the hospital. Season 4 ends right. Season 4 ends the same year of season 3 and season 2 because that's where Kanan was at the house and then he was going to shoot Rock. So this is still the same year of 92, 93-ish. So Kanan is still a minor at this time. This is all the same year. There's no time jumps or anything. So yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah, when you really think about, all right, before we start, we're gonna start with Jukebox to Rock, Rock to Marvin, Marvin to Kanan, Kanan to Breeze. When you think about the life that Kanan has lived from the short 4 seasons we've seen him, this motherfucker's been through a lot. Kanan then, well, at that time we didn't have Breeze, so Breeze wasn't a person. When we made that spreadsheet in 23. So Breeze wasn't, we never seen Breeze on the show. So we couldn't put him on there because we didn't know about Breeze. You know what I mean? So I mean, I would have to do an update, but Breeze would probably be Unique is 1 year younger than Lulu. Kanan was born in 78, so he's 12 years younger than Unique. Lorenzo Tejada was born in 72. So Breeze is probably about 72, 73-ish. Because he's closer to Kanan's age than he is Unique. What's going on, Dannon? But damn, I forgot what I was about to say, man. Oh, well, it don't matter. All right. So we're going to start with Jukebox's story. Jukebox, I like Juke, but what is she doing? You know what I mean? What is Juke doing? Juke really got us wondering, is Juke gonna snitch on somebody? You know, the way they got it set up is her talking to damn Garcia every week. Fuck it. We're gonna start with Jukebox, man. Hold on, give me a second. Jukebox will be our character 1. Juke. We'll start this at 25. Let me get some pictures of Juke loaded up for us. But I told y'all, whenever whenever somebody's in some shit, what do? They go and get some They go and get some Juke been throwing them beers back too, man. Juke be in the bar with it. All right. Jukebox. Now Juke ain't getting big. Nicola, Juke ain't getting big. That 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 thing on the backside. That just an observation. I'm just saying. When I seen Hailey on Instagram and stuff, I'm like, all right, that ain't Jukebox no more. That ain't Juke. That ain't little Juke that we done grew up with right there. No, that's Boombox. That's no longer Jukebox. That's that. They got to put these baggy clothes on Jukebox. The Jukebox is a woman. In real life, Jukebox is a woman. They put these baggy ass clothes on Jukebox so she can look like a, you know what I'm saying, like a teenage. You know what I mean? But Jukebox is a boombox in real life. Yeah. Jukebox grown. My bad. Hailey grown. Jukebox is a kid. Jukebox is 18, but Hailey full grown in real life. So that's where that's coming from. Cause I was looking at it too. I'm like, damn, Juke ain't wearing them polos no more. She ain't been stealing this shit. She been wearing big ass hoodies and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, I don't know how old Juke is in real life. Hailey. Yeah, she's born in 99. She like 27 years old. she ain't Jukebox. Let's just put it like that. All right. So we're gonna start off with Juke's story. All right. So Jukebox, we know she's been having a little dilemma with Detective Garcia. Last week she pulled up, she was about to smoke him, but the family was there and she didn't do anything. She didn't do anything because the family was out there. But she does pull up on Garcia. He's like, Juke, what the fuck are you doing here? Jukebox pulled up on the cops. I ain't never seen nobody pull up on the police. The last time we seen this, Kanan pulled up on his daddy. Kanan pulled up on his daddy, Malcolm Howard, R.I.P., bless his soul. But she pulled up like, hey, look, you got to stop fucking with my family. He's like, Juke, what the fuck are you doing here? So Juke looking at him, he looking at the family house like, why is this nigga at my house? But Jukebox like, look, I see you struggling, but you got to stop fucking with my family. And he tells her straight up, if you think this is how I'm going to stop fucking with you, this is only making it worse. Now, the problem is he's struggling with them bills. Imagine him living in today's time. You know what I mean? If he's struggling right now in the 90s, you know for damn sure he'd be struggling right now in the good year of the Lord 2026. Now, if you look closely, the screen door, it ain't on the front door. So Jukebox is telling them, hey, man, you know, I got a proposition. You come and work for me. I give you a little bit of money and we could get your ass up out of here. He like, hell no. You know, we got pride. We got integrity. Integrity is doing the right thing when no one is watching. And right now he has integrity because he's part of the motherfucking NYPD. We don't do nothing dirty. We do it by the books. What's the regulation say? We don't take money from criminals. We don't negotiate with terrorists. She's like, well, I see you struggling. You know, holla at me. This could be beneficial for both of us. Now, if I'm a cop and you pulled up at my house, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting the bucking. Door all chipped up at the bottom, water damage. Said the stairs, the bricks, look, bricks all on the ground. Yeah, he's struggling, man. The bushes ain't trimmed. They need to get these hedges all put together. They hanging over. Yeah, it's tough. The shingles is falling off the side. The siding is terrible. Windows ain't got no insulation in it. Cold as hell. Rose bushes rising up through concrete. Yeah, this house terrible. But this is a typical house. So he hears that. And at this moment, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna lie, man. I started hating. When I was watching this morning, I started hating. And the reason I'm hating is because I want us to can we have one cop that actually does their fucking job? We ain't never had a cop that did the right thing. You know what I mean? Even Detective Burke was kind of finicky. But I was like, I thought Detective Garcia, I thought he was the one. I thought he was going to be the savior to the Power Universe. He was in there. He's the one that has the documentation of Rock snitching on the mob. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Rock told on the mob and told the police that they killed Crown, that they came to the house, they shot Kenya. I don't care if you throwing the cops off the trail, you giving false information. You told on a criminal organization. And Detective Garcia was the one writing it down. So I was like, all right, Detective Garcia is going to be the one to crack this case. And we're going to be able to finally lock Rock's ass up. No. He has a price. Now, what I want everybody to do, 1992, what is your price? What is your price in 1992? I'm going to put my price in the chat real quick. This is my price. In 1992, this is my price. If you wanted to flip me from good cop to bad cop and help me out, that's my price right there. That's my price right there. If I was a cop and I needed to be looked out for in 1992, that's my price right there on the screen. You give me 50K in a duffel bag, nigga, you can move as much dope on the streets as you want. You can do as much robbing that you want to do. You could shit. What else you want to do? Robbing, stealing. You can't do no killing now. But robbing, stealing, dealing, willing. Shit, 50K in 1990. I'm taking that 50K. And look, the first thing I'm doing is when I'm gonna go talk to Jukebox. I'm gonna talk to Juke. All right, look, this is what we're gonna do, blah, blah, blah. But then I'm gonna go to work the next day and I'm gonna ask them, can you transfer me to Connecticut or like Delaware, Maine, Ohio? Is there any way you could put a transfer in me? I need a transfer expeditiously. And then I'm gonna transfer, and then I'm gonna go to Juke and be like, yeah, I need that 50K. I'm gonna get that 50K from Juke, and I'm gonna go pick the family up, and I'm on the road. I'm out of here. See, in my mind, I'm thinking if I'm gonna be dirty, I'm gonna be dirty all the way. If I'm gonna be dirty and take dirty money from dirty niggas, I'm gonna take I'm gonna take dirty money and do them niggas dirty. You know what I mean? Put the house up for sale and everything. Sell the house, transfer. That's it. Real quick, let's just see something. 1992, 2026, 50,000. How much is 50,000 in 2026? 119,000. 50,000 back then is about 119,000 now. I'm taking 50,000 and I'm transferring. I'm out of here. I'm gone. See ya. And I'm not doing anything dirty. I just got some money. You know what I mean? So when they look at it like, wait a minute, you accepted money from her? Yeah, she gave me money. But what did you accept the money for? She gave me money. She didn't give me money to do anything. I didn't help them. I didn't aid. I didn't assist. She gave me money, $50,000, and I left. I left the city. Just that simple. And if y'all really want to play politics, I'm leaving my wife and kids. All right. So Jukebox does pull up on Garcia, and she's basically trying to get him to flip. Now, from there, Jukebox meets up with Kanan. And the reason they meet up is, they brother and sister. So it's like, well, we gotta see what's going on with each other. Now, both of them. Thank you for the $5, DeMarcus. Jukebox and Marvin telling each other that they love each other. Plus Kanan telling Marvin stay up, gangster, foreshadow Marvin's death. Yeah, when they did the hugging and Marvin saying everything I touch messes up. Yeah, I was like, all right, we know Marvin's gonna get up out of here, because he even tried to convince Juke to get out of here and leave the place because he wanted her to survive. So it was like, all right, they're gonna be working together and Marvin gonna get popped. We know that's what the gun is in there for. Eventually we're gonna get there. But we in the story, you know what I mean? DeMarcus be jumping ahead. Yeah, I'm leaving listen, I gotta lead the wife and kids, but we'll talk about that when we get to the money situation. But Jukebox, they show up to the diner. Now, this is the infamous diner. Remember, they drove by shooting, pop, pop, pop. They sitting in here. We used to have family dinners in here. This is our favorite diner, our favorite meeting spot. And she's talking to Kanan, trying to get a feel of what was going on that night. Kanan's talking about, you know how my mom is. She says she's always cleaning up my shit. My mother don't really know what's going on, Juke. She like, well, you don't believe her? What about Crystal? And Kanan's talking about cops, and the cops told him that they don't know nothing about Famous. And Juke, since he's dealing with Detective Garcia, she's dealing directly with the police herself. It's not like Kanan hasn't had a run-in with the police. Also, Detective Burke, he knocked her down. But Juke is like, man, we can't trust none of these police, Kanan. And also, she's still trying to figure out what happened to Lou, because she sees that's weighing on her father, Marvin. So Juke is really just poking to see if Kanan is going to give up any kind of information. Like, what's up, Kanan? You good? What's happening? Kanan's like, oh, ain't nothing. And you can see Kanan ain't saying nothing, especially when it comes to Lou. You would think he would have something to say about his uncle. Juke is trying to put 2 and 2 together. But right now, all she got is 1 and 1. So she got the 2, but she did get a little tidbit from Aisha. Aisha was talking about Uncle Lulu. She kicked her to the curb. So after this, she ain't getting no answers from Kanan. It's like, damn, all right, well, what can we do next? How can we navigate through this situation? Yeah, at this point, Juke kind of knows Kanan has some kind of information, because she was like, you were going to Rock's house that night and you talking about it wasn't nothing. Lou was going over there and Lou is gone. Now, remember, Detective Garcia told Aisha's family that Lulu died at Rock's house. How the hell would he know that information? I mean, for him, he's obviously like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, this is probably what happened, because Lulu popped up out there and it didn't look like anything happened there. But Kanan ain't giving up no information. So we really don't have anything to go off of. And remember, when we do these, obviously we know what Kanan went through, but we're talking about Juke's perspective. So we can only talk about what Juke knows. You know, whenever I tell these stories, I'm telling it from Juke's side. So she don't know that, you know what I'm saying, he was over there. And that's why he's like sitting there. But if I'm sitting across from my cousin and my cousin isn't telling me any information, what up, young trope? If my cousin ain't talking to me about what happened to our uncle, it's like, hey, man, what you got going on? What's the dealio? So Kanan gives us nothing except for him and Rock are done. So she's like, all right, well, shit. Him and Rock are done. I guess we'll leave it at that, I guess. Facts. The detective is coming out. And that's what I said. With her being around Garcia as much, I think he's going to be telling her, like, hey, well, I don't like talking about the next week or anything because we're talking about this episode. But from the trailer where she's talking to Garcia, he's like, if you don't pay your bills in the real world, trouble comes behind that. But these two being together, he's going to start providing her information. Like, hey, Juke, you paying me this, but you need to watch your family. They doing this and doing this. And, that's where she's going to probably try to get Detective Garcia to protect the family or something of that nature. But like any real nigga, when times get hard and you ain't got nothing going on, where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? Juke head down to the bar. You know what I mean? Where the ladies at? Whenever you going through something, you had a rough day at work, where the ladies at? All you niggas that are married, we ain't talking to y'all. We talking to all the bachelors. We talking to all the bachelorettes. You know what I'm saying? When you had a long week, 5 days, you like, fuck that. Sometimes you even go out on Thursday night, thirsty Thursday, because that nigga be thirsty, nigga parched. Jukebox didn't fuck with the police. She didn't went to fuck with her cousin. Now she trying to on something. She go to the bar with it. Go to the bar. Jukebox. If we pay attention to Juke a sniper. Juke in the corner. Ladies in there dancing and shit. Juke in the corner. When you come in here, you make a lap. You make your lap around. You looking like, okay, I see. Oh, I'm gonna holler at her. Let me give me a drink. You know what I'm saying? Get a little bit of confidence. Juke looking like, all right. You got to do this. You got to size up the competition. Now, back in my heyday, I didn't believe in any competition. I'm like, oh, she talking to that nigga? No, I'm funnier than that nigga. So I'm definitely going to go try and holler at her. Okay, I seen her turn him down. Did he try to make a joke? Damn, okay, she ain't laughing. All right, you got to know how to approach. But see, Juke didn't already knock this down. So this is going to be an easy approach. All you have to do is make sure you don't drop the ball. So Juke, she get a little bit of drink. She go over there. Like, what's up? Damn, it's crazy to see you in here. She like, oh, hey, Juke. Juke like, yeah, just stressed and stuff, you know what I mean? I was in the army and shit, threw grenades, rocket launchers and stuff like that, but I'm back now, girl, you know what I mean? What's up? How you been? So she like, oh, Juke. And you know she lying. The first thing they always say is, I don't really do this much. Yeah, right. I met you in this motherfucker. I know what it is. They go back to the crib. And they get it on. And Juke playing her now. Juke talking about this is all it is, a wham bam wee wham. You know what I mean? Oh, Juke, you're lucky you met me in there. I don't normally go out like, yeah, okay. It's either I normally don't go out like this, or oh, it was my friend's birthday. They drugged me out. Ain't nobody drag your ass out. If they would have drugged you out, you would have been in sweatpants with a hoodie on. But now you got the curls popping. You smelling good. A little bit of cleavage. Yeah. You ain't get drugged out. You went out. This is I went out. You know what I mean? Oh, it's my girl's birthday. You got 3 friends, but it seems like everybody got a birthday every weekend. Every time I'm out, I see you out talking about it's my friend's birthday. What friend is it? Your friend got to be about 100. God damn, it's a birthday every week. Y'all in a different nigga section. Well, over here, there ain't no section. It's just at a bar. But she talking about, Juke, I catch feelings fast, girl. Juke like, I don't give a fuck about that. Juke gonna be so upset when she finds out. It's gonna be like watching her find out about Kanan son all over. Hey, for real. Hey, Juke did a lot in her lifetime too. Juke went to college. Well, Juke wasn't a college student. Nah, Juke was living with old girl. Remember, Juke went AWOL. Well, no, Juke did go to school. Juke went to school. Juke went to the army, then went AWOL, was staying on the college campus in Georgia, and then came back up. damn, Juke has done a lot too. And then she become a police officer. Shit. And then she was a bartender. God damn. Then she was hustling with fucking the police. Juke has done a lot. By the age of 18, Juke done had 14 jobs. Juke was also a booster. Juke was in a girl. She was in a girl group. God damn. Juke was a background singer for Famous. She was in a girl group, a bartender. She was in the army. She was a booster, a bartender. God. A college student in the army. Damn. Juke is the ultimate hustler. We talk about Unique being a hustler, Rock being a hustler. Jukebox did all this by the age of 18. The only thing Kanan did was go to school. Kanan went to high school. Jukebox went to high school, graduated, joined the army, kicked out the army, bartender, was in a girl group, went on a mini tour, had a solo song. Like, God damn. She getting girls, a crooked cop. God damn, Juke, a murderer. A finesser. Jukebox resume is probably the most intensive resume we've seen in the Power universe. I don't think we've seen anybody with more jobs and more shit going on than Juke. Juke got a lot of motion. A counselor to the family. Damn, y'all right. Man, let me hurry up knock this shit out. So Jukebox is over here. They get it in, and Jukebox is telling her, look, man, I don't want nothing else to do with you besides that's it. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is put my room in a boom boom. Just shake your rump. That's all Jukebox want to do. So she tells her, get the fuck about my face. Jukebox leaves. Well, when she leaves, Detective Garcia is waiting outside for her ass. Waiting outside, and he tells her straight up, if we do this, Juke, here's my price. Now I said 50,000. 50,000 is let's just say $120,000 in today's currency. So I say 50,000. Some people say 30. We could just do the middle. I'm just gonna keep it at 50. I was gonna say we'll do the middle for 40, but we'll just keep it at 50, an even number, so we can always just joke around with that. But he tells Jukebox, look, if we do this, there ain't no going back. Because once he accepts this money, this bribe, it's over with. He's a dirty cop, dirty police. He's one of them. I didn't want him to be, but he's one of them. And Jukebox, if you don't give me that money, I'ma kill you. This is the only thing I could think of when this happened. Y'all know what scene I'm thinking about? Y'all know what scene I'm thinking about when I seen this part?
Cactus butt! But we gotta finish the job.
This is what I was thinking. When I heard Detective Garcia tell Jukebox that.
You hear that? If you ever come back,
We'll kill you.
Kill ya!
This is what I was thinking. When Detective Garcia, when Garcia told Jukebox, if you don't give me my money, I'm going to kill you. This is what I was thinking about, man. I was cracking up. This is exactly what I was thinking about when he told Jukebox.
Yeah! You hear that? If you ever come back, we'll kill ya!
He told Jukebox, look, you fuck this up, I'm going to kill you. You hear that, Juke? You don't get that money, he gonna kill you, Juke. I need to put that on the soundboard. I was cracking up this morning.
You hear that? If you ever come back, we'll kill ya!
That's all I was thinking about this morning when he told Jukebox, I'm gonna kill you. You don't give me that money, Juke, I'm gonna kill you. That's all like, damn, that's what the hyenas told Simba. Remember, we kids. We were kids, and the hyena telling Simba, look, nigga, you come back, we gonna kill you, nigga. It's just like that. Oh man, you ever come back, we'll kill ya. So now Jukebox gotta get this money. So that's where this whole scene came from. I know a lot of people were thinking it was emotional, but no. Hold on. It sounds like somebody tried to kick my door down. But everybody was talking about, oh, this scene is so emotional. I didn't look at this scene as emotional. I looked at this scene as Jukebox needed to find a way to get to Marvin so she could start working and making money. People were saying, how is Jukebox going to get that money? The only reason she did this with Marvin, I love you, Dad. I want to be with you. We need to protect each other. He's like, nah, I want you to leave. Jukebox knows she's got to make this money to give to Detective Garcia. He just told her he's gonna kill her if she don't get this money. So that's what she was doing. She was playing on Uncle Marvin's emotions so she could get him to let her work because she has to generate some money. She ain't boosting no more. She ain't in the army no more. That check come on the 1st and 15th. It ain't much, but you get to eat for free. You got a place to stay for free. Yeah, you got free health care. The military is a cheat code. You know, I get to live this, I won't say lavish, this wonderful life because I make about $50,000 a year for the rest of my life tax free on top of anything else I make. Salute to the military. But Jukebox was talking to my God damn, what are they slamming? Is that next door? But anyway, so she needs to get this money. So she's telling Marvin, oh, I love you, Dad. We should be together. It's the only way we can protect each other. And she knows she's the one weakness that Marvin has. Now, he don't want her to work there. Marvin even tells her, you need to leave. Now, the same thing that happened with Unique, with Pranessa telling him we need to leave, this is probably what's going to eventually push Jukebox away. Let's say if Marvin dies, that's going to be the point that Jukebox is like, yeah, I really need to get the hell up out the city. You know what I mean? So from there, Jukebox does get to work at the bar. We'll speed this up so we can get done with Juke because it's about 20 minutes. So Jukebox works at the bar now. Jukebox's only job is to serve the junkies, serve the patrons of the bar. Now, this bar is actually making a little bit of money, but this bar is also a front for them to wash the money, a base of operations. Jukebox. The girls will come in, they give you the money. They go and pick up the work. They drop off the money with you. You count it up, you give them to security. Security's going to be in here to watch you. And then everybody else, you just serve them drinks. Just serve them drinks. Serve them drinks. It may not be a lot, but it's just something to get you in here. And also, there's a Thule up under here. And now, of course, we need to know about the gun because something's going to go down in the bar. You know what I mean? We know something is going to go down in the bar. So then we see the first girl showing up. What's her name? Tiana? Well, I forgot Rock. Rock shows up and, you know, Jukebox had told Rock she don't want nothing to do with her. But, you know, they still got their relationship. It's kind of like a big sister relationship. That mother figure since Kenya was not worth a damn. But she's like, yeah, I work for Marvin. And Rock's like, that means you work for me. I mean, you know, Marvin is up on the rock. So it really is, you know what I'm saying? Marvin is just the middle management. But this is my operation, Juke. So the first girl shows up. She gives Jukebox some money. She heads downtown. uptown to Manhattan. She drops the stuff off. She comes back with the money. And then she heads off for another mission. Jukebox counts some money. And that's pretty much Jukebox's job, man. That's Jukebox's story right there. So, what do we think about old Juke? Is this a good start for Juke? Or is this it's hard to give a prediction about Jukebox because we know Juke is going to leave. We know there's a gun, so there's got to be some kind of action because Marvin told her don't hesitate. So it's not really like we can really make predictions on Juke because we know something's going to happen. She's going to have to shoot this shit out, and that's probably going to be the minute she leaves. You know what I mean? So it's like the streets are going to get stepped on. Breeze knows that his corners got shot up, and the corners got shot up by Rock. Rock is moving stuff to Manhattan, so they're going to have to stop the Manhattan move by robbing the girls. And then Breeze is probably going to send some hitters into the bar, and Jukebox is going to have to shoot it out. Something of that nature, something along those lines, because we got to get even. But as far as Jukebox being here, is Jukebox going to be able to make that money to give to Detective Garcia? That's really the big thing there. Is Jukebox going to be able to pay Detective Garcia? Because, I mean, that's all she got left for it, really. Paying Detective Garcia, which I don't even know why she's paying Garcia. I guess just to leave the family alone. But we're going to find out. Let me know what y'all think about that. That's Jukebox's story. We were off the clock. We are off the clock with Jukebox. Now, when we get to Rock's story, we do have to do some calculations. Garcia's number, I'm saying, we gotta breathe. We might as well put that down anyway. I put 50,000 just so it's an easy, even number for us to remember. I know some people are saying about like 30, but I just put 50,000 on there. Season 5, what we got? Unique's crew. Breeze. Kanan's corner. Rock's crew. They got one from what I've seen. The other dude was moving. And then theories, Detective Garcia. We just gonna say it was 50K. These two are pretty much right. We had Luke took the bullet for Rock, Pardison leaving the city with Unique. Yeah. And then we just waiting on Breeze to turn on Pops, snap some Pops, and go independent. And we got Detective Garcia at $50,000. We're at what, 3 episodes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 bodies, 3 episodes. We're a little behind, but it's definitely gonna pick up though. All right, so we said we're gonna go Jukebox to Rock. What up, King? Jukebox to Rock. So we got Rock, and then from Rock we go to Marvin to Kanan, Kanan to Breeze. Jukebox to Rock.
To kill him. Yeah! You hear that? If you ever come back, we'll kill ya!
We'll kill ya. He said he's gonna ask for more. If he asks for more, do we believe that there's actually going to be an initial payment? Like, is Juke going to give all the money at once, or is it going to be installments? Let's say it is 30,000. It's going to be 10 here, 10 there, Or do we believe that Garcia is going to want all the money at one time? I'm going to want all my money at once. And the reason I would say I need all my money at once is because if I depend on you to bring me like one payment and then another payment and then another payment, that's 3 risks of me not getting any payment. So I need that payment up front one time. You know what I mean? Like it's not like we at a bank or something where I can, I can contact, you got direct deposit. We can take it out your direct deposit when it hit. It's like we in the streets. You bring me 10,000, you might be short the next time. It might be, I got 5. I need mine all at once. I need the whole thing at once. Brown paper bag, brown paper bag. That's what I need.
As soon as I got my check, I was gone.
Saying Juke would need more favors. I wonder how much they actually giving Juke at the bar. It can't be much. Maybe $100, $200, and that's just Marvin. That's gonna be Marvin paying out of pocket. That's gonna be Marvin. Let's just say Jukebox makes $200 a night, and Marvin's probably gonna give her like 100 off the top. So she'll probably get like $300, maybe $500. He might be giving his daughter like 200. So let's just say Jukebox makes $500 a night. Like what would be a reasonable amount of money that they pay Jukebox? I'm thinking maybe like $500 a night. But we got to remember now, Juke can't skim off the top. Like whatever they're selling, remember the security guard is the one. Like whatever they're selling, the security, he's the one that's actually giving the dope. So there's no way Juke can skim off the top because they're setting the price. However much it's going to be, he's putting that much in the bags. So it's not like I'm going to, if I take the dope to you, all right, let's say I get the dope from Rock. Rock gives me the dope. Now, she's telling me I got to sell it to you for $5,000. That's what the price is, $5,000. But when I get to you, I tell you 6,000 and I take 1,000 off the top. You see what I'm saying? So Juke can't skim off the top because the price is already set, and that's how much they're going to be sending. You know what I mean? So there's no way she can really skim off the top because it's a set price. Now, if Jukebox was delivering it on her own, it's $100, and I'm charging you 120. I'm taking that 20 off the top. You see what I'm saying? No one's gonna know about that extra 20 because I'm gonna bring back the 100. So Jukebox is just counting the money to make sure that money aligns with the quantity that was sent out. You know what I mean? So there's really not gonna, unless she's taking money from the bar, like when they come and get drinks, because I know for sure they're not doing inventory on the liquor. You know what I mean? A bottle of Hennessy, what? 50, 49.99. Let's just say $50, but you can break that bottle down to about 130, 150, all because you're just doing shots out of it. So yeah, you can make a profit about 65, 70% off the bottle. But I don't think Juke can skim off the top of the product coming in and out because that's set. Like remember the product is put in an envelope and it's zipped up. So that set price is what the girls got to go and bring it back. And they can't skim off the top because they don't get paid till they bring it back. And if the money ain't right, if Juke is skimming off the top, then the girls ain't going, you know what I mean? It's going to screw everything over. So I don't think Juke can skim off the top. And plus, I don't think she would fuck her dad over. You know what I mean? That would be screwing Marvin over. So I don't think Juke would skim off the top. Not on the family business. But then again, you never know, Dexter. You never know. That's just me thinking. I'm thinking like Jukebox wouldn't fuck the family over. But shit, we never know, man. This is power. We have no idea what anyone is capable of. The safe. What safe? What safe are we talking about? There's a safe? All right, so we got Rock Story now. We'll go into Rock Story. Oh yeah, Dexter, we gonna talk about that. We getting into Rock Story now. It's TV magic, but they got a whole palette of dope. Like, come on, man. They move in small quantities. I'm talking about little 5, 10 packs here and there, not even a pack. You know what I mean? Just little baggies here and there. Like, it's gonna take. We'll get to it, but yeah. I was talking about that this morning. I was like, wait a minute, we got a whole palette and we're just moving it with 4 or 5 girls. Gonna be tough, but it's TV time. All right, so we got Rock Story. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm Mo.J. This is On the Clock. We just talked about Jukebox Story, about to talk about Rock. From Rock Story, we'll go to Marvin Story. From Marvin Story, we'll go to Kanan. From Kanan, we'll go to Breeze's story. We got to link everybody together. It's got to make sense. It's On the Clock. We talk 20 to 30 minutes about each character storyline. And we got Rock, Kel, Thomas on deck. The first time we see Rock is with the crew. Got more envelopes in the post office. Well, you know, the thing is, like, when you go to the post office, you can pick up the priority envelopes. All of that's free. It only costs once you ship it. So yeah, you can just go in there and pick up a whole thing, and people think, oh, they must have a business or something. And then you can just put stuff in there and seal it up. But as long as you don't never ship it off, you know, it just ain't gonna cost you. But let's get to Rock's story. Hey, that's right. Hey, Dexter, Marvin is the mailman. What up, Cam? What up, Cam? Raquel Thomas. Now, for those of you that don't know, Rock is linked up with a lady by the name of Flossie Siegel. Not Benny Siegel, Flossie Siegel. Now, Flossie Siegel has an operation in Uptown Manhattan. Now, her operation is running girls, selling that round, if you know what I mean. But now we have a different proposition. This business is working with one Raquel Thomas, and the clientele that we have, you're not going to be selling round, you're going to be selling that blow. You're going to be selling that. You're going to be selling that. So this business is going to be a little bit different than what these ladies are used to. Usually it's going over there, having a little fun, a little entertainment, a little lingerie, what they call it, a little bit of lingering, you know what I mean? A little bit of lingering. But Marvin don't give a damn about that. These girls are sweethearts, and they're gonna be playing with that dope, that powder, that white girl, literally. What's up, Rashonda? Marvin is letting these girls know, look, this ain't no joke. This is what we really into. We really gonna be moving that work. Now, these girls gonna be moving product. We know the operation. You pick up at the bar, you go to Manhattan, you drop off with the clients, you bring the money back. No stopping in between, no anything extra. You drop off the dope, you bring the money back. Now, this is going to be very lucrative for these girls because all they are couriers, meaning you're going to take it up there, you're going to bring it back, you're going to get paid. Now, of course, they can do some work on the side for Flossie, which that's what their initial job is. And we start meeting the girls. We got a couple of white girls. Then we have an interesting one. Now, her name is Tiana. Tiana got that beautiful brown skin on her. Came in with the pinstripe suit on, so you know she mean business. And Rock is letting them know, look, you can be making some money, but don't fuck with the product. Don't play with your nose. There's no reason to be in the powder room. Just deal with us. That's it. Deal with us. Pick it up, drop it off, bring it back. What are we doing, guys? Pick it up, drop it off, bring it back. Someone put that in the chat. Pick it up, drop it off, bring it back. Pick it up, drop it off, bring it back. Do we have an understanding? Pick it up, drop it off, bring it back. It's as simple as A, B, C, do, re, mi. 1, 2, 3, baby, me and you, girl. You know what I mean? What are we doing, ladies? Pick it up, drop it off, bring it back. All right. Pick it up, drop it off, bring it back. Pick it up, drop it off, bring it back. Pick it up, drop it off, bring it back. Okay. See, ladies, that's easy. It's simple. What do I got to do? Pick it up. Then what I got to do? Drop it off. Then what I got to do? Bring it back. Pick up the dope. Drop off the dope. Bring back the money. It's that simple, ladies. Not pick it up, go grab a drink, go drop it off, go visit your friend, and then come back. No. Pick it up, drop it off, and bring it back. I don't want to hear y'all went to the club. I don't want to hear, oh, I got to go pick the kids up from the daycare or my baby daddy tripping. Pick it up, drop it off, and bring it back. We're going to make that a t-shirt. Pick it up. Yeah, we got to make a t-shirt out of that. Pick it up. Drop it off. Bring it back. Yeah, we're going to have that shirt ready for next weekend. Well, we might have it ready for the bar. Pick it up, drop it off, bring it back. But so now we got the girls. We told them exactly what we need done for them. And Rock's like, look, all right, I'm going to holler at y'all, but I got to talk to this realtor. So when I heard talking to a realtor, I was thinking, one, that's not who she was talking about going to meet with. I thought she was lying and she was going to go meet up with somebody else. And then two, I thought she was trying to sell the house. Nah, but Rock goes and meets up with the realtor, and that's because they're trying to get from up under. They're trying to get from up under the Southside Shopping Center Plaza. We got Local Styles, the discount dress shop. We got an accountant, Royce James Tyree. We got the Southside Plaza sign. This was a barbershop, got an air conditioning unit in there. Well, Rock is trying to get from up under the Southside Plaza. Why? Because it's not making any money. It was a horrible investment. But the realtor is like, look, yeah, when I told you to buy this, it was a good deal at the time, but there was a body found over here. And he has to disclose that body with any potential buyer. Now, someone got this cutlass out here. This thing ran down. But it's still a cutlass nonetheless. You can use some parts, but the seats probably tow up too. What does Rock got on? All right, Rock looking good. Smelling good too. But there's a body. And that body was B-Rilla. So they did find B-Rilla's body in the building. Now, you would think if they found this body in the building, they would see that Rock now owns the building. They already have cases on Rock. There was a shootout with Rock. There's already been an investigation with Rock being involved with the mob. There was a shooting at Rock's studio because she owned Crown Studio. You know, in the real world, we'd be looking at it like, hey, nah, hell no. Who's investigating Raquel Thomas? Because there's a lot of shootings going down where she got shot by the mob. Her apartment complex is a huge shootout there. You know what I mean? Shit been blowing up. There's a lot of stuff going on. Scrappy was found dead. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit pertaining to the Thomas family. But he does say he has an international buyer. And this international buyer is talking about dropping off all cash. Now, Rock don't care who buys it. That's just like you selling something. I don't care who buys it as long as somebody buys it, because it's only worth what somebody's going to pay for it. So let's say she can get 150, 200,000 off of here. We're going to just say 250 because that sounds like a good number. The dude's going to come and pay cash. He, if it's 250, there was a body in there, I can do 200, knock off 50 off of there. But he is telling Rock there is a potential buyer. Now it's an international buyer. Some people were saying it may be Hazard, but he's already here in the States. So I don't think he would be considered an international buyer because he lives here in America. Well, he has a house at least. But she don't give a damn. She like, shit, whoever gonna buy it, let's get this thing cracking. That's all I care about, getting this thing cracking. Then Rock got that big ass pager too. Look at that. Beat me 911. Would you guys, if you were an investor, would you buy this plaza knowing that somebody died in here? Because, I mean, technically, what you could do is just board up that building and not use it, but still open up the rest. Because you can get a good deal on it. For sure, for sure. So Rock's trying to sell the plaza. Rock and Marvin then meet up. And while they're at the house, Rock got PTSD. She got some flashbacks. She's like, oh shit, what the hell? What the helly? She sees the wall where Lou got shot. Marvin is talking about everything that's going on. He's like, hey man, we gotta go get Unique. Rock is talking about fuck Unique, man. Unique is gone, man. Quit thinking about that. But the reason she looks at that wall is because that's where Lulu was slumped at. She even hears the bullets. Bow. Now remember, there's a bullet in the ceiling. We don't know if they did anything about the bullet in the ceiling. 2 bullets hit Lulu in the chest. Ruben's gun went off and it hit the ceiling. And we think that the bullet went into the ceiling in the kitchen. But she's like, I'm going to go get some water. Let's go in the kitchen. He's like, nah, just bring the water back in here. But they end up going in the kitchen and they're just still talking about what's next. How are they going to get past this? She knows they got to make this happen in Manhattan. This is all we got left. This is the only play we have. And Marvin, you need to quit bullshitting. We got to do what we got to do. Marvin's like, all right, well, okay, we got the girls, but what about Unique? The hell with Unique? He's gone. He's gone. We got to move on. Fuck him. Now, when we get to Marvin's story, I know his perspective is, you used to be fucking that nigga. I know you're not covering him over our brother, but that's a story that we'll get to in about 20 to 30 minutes. Do you think that it's good for Rock to continue to stay in this house knowing that Lou got popped? I mean, obviously it's going to be tough for her to sell because she doesn't have any financial records of her working. So if she starts selling, they're going to start asking again. It's going to be the same process of trying to buy a new place. You know what I mean? Now, I'm going to put Pino's story in here with Stefano after we leave this Marvin situation, just so we can, because all of that's pertaining to Rock. So I'm about to talk about the Pino in the Rock story with Stefano, because that's really the only time. And then we got Stefano with Kanan. But Rock, in her mind, she has this all mapped out where they could be successful, where they could make some money. She gets from up under the plaza. And if she gets from up under the plaza, this is what I'm thinking. If she can get from up under the plaza, let's say she owes Hazard, that pallet is, let's say the pallet is $200,000. The pallet is $200,000 that she owes Hazard, that she got to move, right? If she can get the $250 off the plaza, that will put her up $50. She could pay the $200 off, and then all the money that she's making off the pallet because you didn't pay the pallet off, but now you still had that dope. All of that will be pure profit to her. You know what I mean? So if she can get from up under some of her debt, which is the same thing Floyd Mayweather should be doing right now, get up off of some of your properties and some of your cars and pay off that $7.3 million tax lien that you got. You can get from up under that, and then you be in the clear. Everything else would be a profit. But that's just, these are street niggas. These are not business savvy motherfuckers. But it looks like Rock does have a plan. Get from up under the plaza. She can put all that money up to go and give straight to Heiser. Hey, I met the deadline. This is what you needed for that. And now when she's moving that dope, all of that money is just profit for her. You know what I mean? Instead of her working. But you just got to get from up under some of your debt. And well, the plaza isn't a debt, it's an asset. The only problem is it's not liquid. So just like Elon's a trillionaire, but he's not a trillionaire. He can't go access $1 trillion. He could probably get like maybe 100 million throughout his accounts, but everything else is tied up in stocks and everything like that. But there's an opportunity to get from up under this. We just got to sell the plaza. What's up, Kendall? How was that dinner? So we'll talk about Stefano and Pino real quick. So Stefano goes to meet with Pino, and this is really, hey, don't be fucking with Rock. Now Pino's sitting here like, nigga, who you talking to? Some people were saying Stefano don't have the respect, or they don't respect him. You got to remember, the mob moves in boroughs. So Manhattan isn't Stefano's borough. So of course there's not going to be any respect. Like, hey, this is my borough. I got Manhattan. You got all of Queens. We don't come and do business in Queens. You don't come to Pino's territory in Manhattan. This is my shit up here. So when people are like, Stefano doesn't have the clout or anything, it's not that he doesn't have the clout. This just isn't his territory. You see what I'm saying? It's just not his territory. But he's like, man, don't work with Rock. Now remember, these families, they got to be in agreement with each other. I mean, they got their rivalries, but for the most part, they won't go at each other unless it's agreed on by the families. You know what I mean? But he's like, hey, I got stabbed up by Rock. But Pino's like, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. That's some Southside business. That's that Queen shit. That's that nigga shit. I'm up in Manhattan. Shit clean up here, baby. Shit clean up here. A little booger sugar, but it's clean up here. We don't deal with the riffraff. You know what I mean? We got the high clientele. So it's not that Stefano doesn't have clout. It's just this ain't his territory. And like Eric said, this the big leagues. This Manhattan. This is where the niggas with the real money at. And Pino makes it be known, like, I'm working with Rock, man. What I got going on, hey, you don't worry about what we got going on. Yeah, he definitely checking them, letting them know, look, this my shit, bro. This my shit. You don't come here and tell me what to do with my shit. I don't go to your shit and tell you what you do with your shit. So Pino is basically letting it be known, I'm doing business with Rock. Now, Stefano does know about Pino's operations. That's the thing about the families. They know what you got going on. The families meet up. You know what I mean? The families meet up. They all talk about what's going on. So everybody knows what each other got going on. That's why you need that approval to go and do a hit. So if family B wants to go do something to family C, they got to go to all the families and be like, hey, we got an issue with them. Are we authorized? And that's why Stefano, he never went to the families. And that's why he had Marvin doing all of the killing. Because with Marvin doing it, they wouldn't think it was a mob hit. It was just a nigga killing people. So that's where all of that came from. But back to Rock. So that was Stefano pretty much like, man, fuck Rock. Just fuck Rock and everything she stands for. Now, we don't see Rock again until she shows up at the bar. Now, at this point, Jukebox is working at the bar. Juke is working at the bar, and her and Rock, you know, they got a close relationship, but Juke is kind of like, I don't fuck with you like that, Rock. I fuck with you, but I don't fuck with you. You know what I mean? It's like, I can deal with you, but she's like, I thought you didn't want to work for me. I thought you didn't want to do nothing for me, Juke. Juke's like, I work for Marvin. She's like, that's cute. That means you work for me. Because I own your daddy too, just like I owned your uncle. Just like I owned Kanan at one point. Now, Rock is putting word out in the streets. Rock is talking to Juke, letting it be known you work for me. But Rock also, earlier in the episode, she told the young niggas, well, they ain't young niggas. She told them this isn't a move. This isn't a move. This is a message. Now, this is exactly what I've been talking about. This isn't a move. This is a message. So for us, we're looking at like, all right, well, what they about to do? They about to shake the city up. Well, the move is Kanan now has the blocks. Unique had the blocks. We ran them out. Now Kanan got the crew on the block. You see the scooter? That's how we know it's Kanan's crew. They went from scooter boys to corner boys. Now they really getting some money. They got the blocks. They sitting out here, and out of nowhere, pop, 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 pop. They slide. Now these are the two young bulls that are supposed to be sending the message. Not making a move, not taking over the territory, just sending the message. This guy does get shot over here. This guy gets shot over here, but he crawls off, so he's still alive. They get the bucking back, but there is this one body over here by the car. So one dude gets shot over here and he's down. Now, this is what I was talking about when we was in the intro. When Kanan shot at Buck 20, everybody was like, oh, Kanan's fucking up. Kanan messing things up. Kanan did that because he thought Buck 20 and them was selling on his mama's territory. And yeah, there was a little bit of jealousy because of the girl. But primarily, he was like, man, we can't have nobody selling on my mama's corner. Now, that's because Kanan didn't know about the agreement that went down between her and Unique. But now Rock is shooting up Kanan's corners, and not one person is saying Rock is wrong for shooting up her son's corner. You know what I mean? It's like Kanan does something, it's all Kanan's a fuck up. But when Rock does it, everyone's like, oh, that's just a part of the game. Well, no, it's not. No, it's not. Kanan got rid of Buck 20 because he thought he was selling on your territory. Now you shooting at your sons, niggas. So remember, this war that's going on between Rock and Kanan is started because of Rock. This started because of Rock. Let's not get anything misconstrued. The issues between Rock and Kanan all started because of Rock. And right now, yeah, Kanan pulled a gun on his mom, but that's because she's been fucking him over. But this here is what triggers off the war. And Rock is the one that initiates this. This here is what initiates the war. Brandon said Kanan killed Lou. Rock don't give a damn about that. No, Lou killed Lou. Lou killed Lou. What did you expect Kanan to do? What you expect, Brandon? What you expect Kanan to do? If you got a gun and a nigga shoots behind you, what, you gonna turn around and just look and see what's going on? No, you gonna shoot. If Rock didn't have that weak ass security, Lou would still be alive. If Lou didn't try to play hero, Lou would still be alive. No, hell no. We ain't doing that to young Kanan. Ruben was Rock security. Rock had all these niggas killed. Rock had D-Wiz killed. Rock had Scrappy killed. All these people were close to Kanan. Hey, I didn't say it was on purpose. No, you right. You right. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm saying that, hey, that's just reaction. Pow, shit, pow, pow. You know what I mean? Pow, pow, pow. But anyway, that's really the end of Rock's story there. We got the girls. They moving at work. We did shoot up the block. So that there is Rock's story. What we looking at, Rock? What we looking at, Rock, y'all? Is Rock wrong for shooting up her son's corners? Will we say that Rock is wrong for shooting up the corners? Let me know what you think. We off the clock. That is Raquel Thomas' story. Rock and Kanan feed off each other, the ultimate toxic relationship. You know, I was gonna say, who could we compare them to? But even what's the young dude's name? Kane and Monet, they weren't even this bad. Kane and Monet had a disagreement, but they weren't this bad with each other. Nah, they definitely weren't this bad with each other. You know what I mean? Monet used to fuck Kane over, but Monet wasn't. Did Monet ever send a hit after? Well, not really a hit. Kane did get jumped, but that was disrespect. That's because he disrespected Monet. It wasn't like she just shot up anything. She did tell him that he wasn't shit because Tyreek took his daddy out and you ain't doing a damn thing. But nah, Monet and Kane, they wasn't as bad as Rock and Kanan. This season here is where we're gonna see these two just fucking do whatever, bro. It's gonna be endless. You know what I mean? All right, we good, y'all. We good on time. Where we at? We had an hour and a half. We knocked out 2 characters. We got 3 characters left. I'm gonna give you some water, and we'll be back, and we'll finish this up. We'll probably finish up in like another hour and a half, so about 3 hours. But mind you, we're running out of characters. We only got 5 characters, 5 main characters at least. Rock, Juke, Kanan, Marvin, and now Breeze with Unique, Lulu out the picture. Stefano don't really have a major part. Nah, Kane never pulled a gun on Monet, but he did. He slapped her, didn't he? Or he pushed her. What did he do? What did he do for them to make them jump Kane? Rock and Kanan almost the same person. Hey, pretty much. That's what he said. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. I'm gonna give me some water. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We'll be right back. We have Marvin's story, and then from Marvin we go to Kanan, and from Kanan we go to Breeze. So it'll probably be about 3.5 hours. I thought we was gonna. Well, we'll probably. I can extend it, especially on Kanan. I can extend his story for, and then we'll figure it out. But yeah, we only got 5 characters, so it was like we're running through them, and then we're adding in Stefano. We got a Stefano with Kanan. We got Snaps and Pops with Breeze. Marvin and Flossie. Marvin and Kanan. Well, Kanan isn't necessarily, when we get to Kanan's story, We're gonna break down what Kanan is actually doing. Now, is he paying for Cat? Yeah, but it's more of Kanan is paying for information. Because remember, Stefano told Kanan about Rock moving, like work in Manhattan. So Stefano was filling Kanan in, and that's the reason Kanan is doing that, because he's trying to use her to infiltrate what Rock got going on, especially after the corner got shot. You know what I mean? So yeah, he's paying for it, but he's really paying for information. If that makes sense. Like, yeah, you're paying for her to come over, so technically that's what you're paying for. But he's paying her to get some information, but he's probably gonna be knocking her down. You know, that goes hand in hand. Information, you know, all that goes like hand in hand. You know what I mean? Y'all talking about Room 304, huh? Y'all talking about that room? Yeah, the next episode, if you look at the trailer, you see it's you look at the trailer, there's a robbery, and it looks like Kanan is talking to her, asking her to do something for him. So I know some people keep trying to say Tiana is Jarita, but I don't. This is just a girl that works. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna re up on this water. We're gonna go ahead and knock this out. Yeah, I mean, if I'm paying for information, I'm paying, you know, you know how it go. Hell, if you go like it don't matter what you do, man. That's why you got to take. That's why you got to just take walks in the park. If you want to consider yourself not paying, you got to take walks in the park. If you go out to eat dinner and you pay for that dinner, that means you paying for around. You know what I mean? If you got to drive to get to the location, that means you paying for it. You got to go pay for gas. Gas ain't free. Yeah, gas ain't free. You took an Uber there because you don't want to drink and drive. That Uber wasn't free unless you got a coupon. Unless you got a coupon. But yeah, let me get some water and I'll be right back though. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. What we got? What we got to play? All right, yeah, I got one. All right, I'll be right back. Give me a second. A little intermission, guys. All right, we back right on time, right on time, right on time. Let me tell you something. That you don't know.
As soon as I got my check, I was gone. We straight killers, Joe.
All right. There needs to be a time jump after snaps and pop stars. I don't know, man. I don't even know what we doing, man.
Yeah! You hear that? If you ever come back, we'll kill ya!
You know, I ain't even caught up on the Shy Guys. I apologize to y'all, man. I'm slacking this shit. But it don't look like we're gonna finish that season, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. That might be over with. Who we got? We got Marvin. Marvin, Kanan, and Breeze. Yeah, that put us about 3 hours. Marvin, Kanan, and Breeze's story. Do you think we should have got a full 2 season with Breeze? Would you guys have wanted to see 2 seasons of Breeze? Because we got rid of Unique. Episode 2. So we got Breeze the duration of this season. Maybe we got introduced to Breeze a little earlier last season. Because, I mean, I don't know how much of a part he's going to play in Origins. Because there is a time jump in Origins, at least like 5, 6 years, 7 years. I think that's like 99. So, yeah, we could at least heard a little bit. All right, there's a dude in, you know, saying the East Side running some stuff. Oh well, he's here. He should already be established by now. That's what I was thinking. Like, I mean, Breeze was established. He's established on the East Side. It's just the South Side they taking over. Like, we don't even know. We don't know what Breeze's operation is actually like on the East Side. We just know he pulled up. He had the foreign. He pulled up. We like, all right, there go Breeze. You know, he's a money making from the East Side. Now it looks like Breeze is he's like a consultant. You know, he comes in, he renovates the city. He's redistricting the block. If that make if that make a little sense. You know what I'm saying? A little redistricting, you know what I mean? We're gonna move the lines here, we're gonna move y'all there, we're gonna set this here. We're gonna make some shit shake. We don't know what Taz messed up to get passed over. Well, the whole situation with Taz, I don't think that Taz messed up anything. Remember, so the whole Taz thing getting passed up, he didn't mess up anything. Before we were introduced to Breeze, Taz was already there. So we got Breeze, but we don't know who Breeze is. That means we don't know anything that Breeze has going on. Taz has always been here. Taz has always been Breeze's right-hand man, but they were just on the East Side. So we knew nothing about him. Taz was always a number 2. So Taz isn't getting passed up. Taz is still his number 2. Snaps and Pops, they get a hold of Kanan in the South Side. So Breeze is over here on the East Side. Now we got the South Side. Taz isn't getting passed up. Snaps and Pops are doing business with Kanan. So we got a number 1 on the East Side. We got a number 1 on the South Side. So Taz isn't getting passed up. Taz, you're a number 2. Your job is to be the number 1 on the East Side's number 2. Kanan is the number 1 on the South Side. Our money is going to Kanan. We're not passing you up. You were never up for it. You didn't have eligibility to be a number 1. What would you have been a number 1 of? You a East Side nigga. Kanan is a South Side nigga. Kanan is the number 1 for the South Side. So it's not like Taz is getting passed up. This isn't your role. If anything, you would be the 1 for the East Side. If Breeze gets knocked down, you become that number 1. You don't get to become the number 1 of the South Side when there's already a number 1 on the South Side. You know what I mean? So if Famous was still alive, it would be Kanan number 1, Famous number 2. You know what I mean? It's like Tariq number 1, Braden number 2. But then you had Kane. Well, you can't really say that. Before the Tejadas and Tariq actually like linked up, you had Monet as the number 1 and then Kane as the number 2. You see what I'm saying? So it's like Taz isn't getting passed up. Nigga, you weren't eligible to be the number 1 on the South Side. You not from the South Side. Snaps and Pops are the bank. The niggas getting the loans are Breeze and fucking Kanan. Nigga, you never got the loan. You like the child at the house. If I got a house and I got the loan, I pay the mortgage on this motherfucker. The loan goes to me. You niggas are just living here. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? Like Taz is still a number 2. You just a number 2. You just a number 2 to Breeze. But you not number 3. It's not like Breeze, Kane, and you. You don't answer to Kane and you answer to Breeze. Like you don't need, well, I mean, the way the operation is, but that's not your boss. It's the same. It's the same with Unique. So when Unique came in, it was gonna be 3 niggas up under the bank. Snaps and Pops of the bank. The 3 niggas that get the loan, Unique, Breeze, Kanan. Arkbar was Unique's number 2. Arkbar didn't get to become the number 1 over Kanan because that's not his territory. Your territory is up under Unique as the number 2. You see what I'm saying? Arkbar didn't look at it like, hey, you partnering up with Breeze and Kanan, I'm getting passed over. No, nigga, my role is my number. I'm number 2 to Unique. You see what I'm saying? It's like, all right, the number 1's across, and then we got the number 2's across. And then up under there, everyone has their organization. It's just like this. Pino's number 1. Stefano's number 1. Phil Russo was number 1. Then you had their underbosses. But all 3 of them were the number 1s. You're not getting passed over. Nigga, this is the structure. This is the hierarchy. You work for this nigga, you were the number 2. You don't work for Kanan. You can't be the number 1 for Kanan's crew because you're not in Kanan's crew, nigga. You see what I'm saying? But that's where we get the niggas don't play their roles. You got to play your role. If I'm the number 2 for Breeze, I'm the number 2. I'm gonna be the best number 2 for Breeze. If I'm the number 2 for Kanan, I'm gonna be the best number 2 for Kanan. I know I can't get that 1 spot. I wasn't selected to be the number 1. Snaps and Pops picked their nephew to be number 1 on the east side, and he put his crew together, which will be Taz and all the other niggas. But Taz, you should be honored that this nigga picked you as his number 2 because everyone else is up under you. So just play your role. You had Rock was the number 1. The number 2 was Marvin. The number 3 was Lou. Now, in that order, yeah, that's 1, 2, 3. And Kanan was like number 4. Well, Scrap would have been like number 4 at that point. But yeah, your job is to be number 2, nigga. It's a basketball team. You on this team, you the number 2. You can't be the number 1 for the other team, nigga. You on this team. Sit your ass down and make your money. You the number 2. You don't have to do nothing but drop off drugs to the white boys. That's easy. That's easy. And I get money. I don't need to be the richest nigga. When shit goes bad, what they gonna do? They gonna come for the number 1. They ain't gonna come. No one cares about the number 2. They say, I am number 1. 2 is not a winner, and 3 nobody remembers. You winning as a number 2. You got money in your pocket. You don't have to be on a. You don't want to run corners. Oh, you giving Kanan corners. I'm giving Kanan corners in the South Side where Kanan is from. I'm not giving Kanan corners in our territory. We got our corners. You maintain our corners. The niggas, you not on the corner. Nigga, you in the big house with the AC. Who's that nigga on that nag? That's what you get to be, the number 2. You in the building with the AC. These niggas is on the corner. These niggas is getting shot at. You dropping pills off to white boys. You got it made. This is easy. This easy money. I just got to drop the boxes off to the white boys. That's it. I'm keeping this job. I don't want to be on the corner. We seen 2 sets of niggas on the corner in one episode, and both of them got knocked down. You don't want to be the corner boy. The corner boy, he got to work. And the thing about the corner boy is, nigga, it's more corner boys. That nigga, what you doing today? Oh, I ain't doing nothing. Go get on the corner, nigga. Boom, he got killed. Goddamn. Hey, man, you heard corner boy number 7 got killed? Yeah, you want to make some money? Corner boy number 8. You don't want to be the corner boy. You just want to be the nigga drop off the boxes of the pills, bring the money back, and chill. What's up? What you need, Breeze? All right, bet I got you. What did Arkbar do? Arkbar was chilling. Arkbar didn't care about being number 2. Number 2 is cool. You still respect it. Everybody fuck with you. They know they can come to you. They got to come to you. What did Frank Lucas say? All right, from here on out, niggas don't come and talk to me. Don't talk to me no more. Talk to number 2. So you really got all the power. You running shit on a day-to-day basis. Number 1 got to go talk to Snaps and Pops. When the work ain't coming back and the bank is asking where their money is, they not going to number 2. They going to number 1. All you got to do is slap some niggas up. Hey, y'all get that shit together, nigga. But then once the big meeting comes, number 1 gonna do all the talking. All you got to do is sit there and just, yeah, nigga, you hear the boss. You want to be that number 2. You don't want to be that 1. There's a lot of pressure that come with that number 1. You got to step on shit as that number 1. You got to go face to face with Unique as that number 1. You got to go and talk to Stefano as that one on. You know what I'm saying? You that number 1. You got to go talk to Snaps and Pops and tell them why the money ain't here. You got to go talk to Stefano and tell him why the blocks ain't being ran the way they supposed to. That number 1 come with a lot of responsibility. That number 2, you chilling. That number 2, you just getting orders from the number 1. Like, what's up? Okay, cool. Yeah, I get that. But that number 1, you got to go meet with all the big wigs. And the big wigs ain't playing around with your ass. The big wigs is knocking niggas off. The number 1 ain't going to be like that with the number 2. He's trusting you to run the day-to-day operations. You see what I'm saying? That number 2 is the spot you want to be at. It ain't that. I mean, you got a lot of responsibility because you got everybody up under you and they got to come and talk directly to you. And then you got to try to solve it at the lowest level before it gets to the number 1. But the number 1 is dealing with the big wigs. The number 1 is dealing with the connects, the plugs, the banks. You don't want to deal with them because any fuck ups will screw you over. And luckily for you, your number 1 is the nephew to Snaps and Pops. He's the nephew to the bank. That means there's a little bit of protection there. Now, if you go off and be that number 1, let's say your block gets shot up by Rock. What you gonna go tell Snaps and Pops? Oh, my block got shot up? They're gonna tell you the same thing they told Kanan's bitch ass. We don't give a fuck about that shit, nigga. Where's the money at? We don't give a fuck you lost soldiers, nigga. Where the money at? You don't want to deal with that. You want to be that number 2, nigga. You're not prepared to be the number 1. If you letting the white boys get up under your skin, you ain't prepared to be the number 1. You a soft nigga. You can't let niggas get up under your skin. You can't let niggas trick you out your spot. You got to be the best fucking number 2 that you can be. I don't mind being number 2. I don't care if I'm number 3 or number 4. I'm going to be the best number that I am. And I'm not about to step on nobody's toes because one thing I know is if you cross a nigga, later on, somebody going to cross you. So you got to play your role how you got to play it. Because once you start acting out and doing all this wild shit, coming up to Kanan, yo, you ain't gonna, niggas is going to be trying to X you out because you're doing too much. What did you do as you as the number 2? How can we trust you as a number 1 when you was a number 2 talking to Unique about some fucking meetings that we had with your number 1? Yeah, nigga, your number 1 had a meeting with the bank and Stefano, and you telling outside niggas about the meetings, talking about, I just thought he should know. First of all, you were number 2. You shouldn't have thought nothing, nigga. I tell you what to think. Nigga, I tell you what to do, you do it. See, you ain't prepared to be a number 1. And that's the thing. Everybody ain't meant to be a boss. Everybody ain't meant to be a millionaire. We get the lives that we get because that's what we are meant to have. It's all been written for us. Yeah, you can always do better and elevate. You can always get money if you come up with an idea. Hey, number 1, I got this and this going. You can expand your territory. Then yeah, you be the shit. You the best number 2 we got. We're gonna look out for you. Here go a little pack on the side. You get you a little bit of a crew. Hey, I'm gonna get you these corners, but you gotta be the best that you are in your position. When you go to work every day, you got somebody you gotta answer to. You don't want their job. I don't want to deal with all that. I'm cool with what I'm getting paid. I'm straight. But you got to be the best at what you do. You can't worry about nobody else. And that's where Taz is going wrong. But he's not getting passed up. Nigga, you're number 2 for a reason. Breeze fucks with you. But now you're getting in your feelings. And now Breeze got to look at you. Got to put that belt on your ass. All you got to do is just shut your mouth. Do what the fuck you told. You could be cool as hell with Kanan. Ain't nothing wrong with Kanan. You're not getting passed up. You must have not. You don't know this nigga Kanan's resume, do you? You don't know this nigga. This nigga got a gangster ass uncle. His other uncle was a gangster too. He got popped. His mama's the ultimate hustler who owned 2 goddamn apartment complexes, plus one over in Jersey. She been hanging with the mob. Snaps and Pops knows about his mama, knows about his dad, DEFCON. Yeah, Snaps and Pops know what this kid is capable of. So you're not getting passed over. This nigga Kanan is like that. That nigga Kanan comes from royalty. You just Breeze's mans. You grew up with Breeze. That's why you his number 2. So just be grateful that you got the number 2 spot and you're not a corner boy. Because corner boys get knocked every day, B. We done seen 2 of them get hit in one episode. All you doing is dropping off boxes of pills. You got the easy. You ain't moving dope. You moving prescription pills, nigga. You got it easy. You going to these weak ass white boys. Ain't got no guns. Hey man, chill, Taz. Be the best number 2 you can. That's all you got to do. Y'all know me. If you're going live in 21, you know me. I don't go above and beyond. Fuck all that. I do my job. I go home. Ain't no above and beyond with me. Above and beyond don't mean more money. Above and beyond mean you working for nothing. Me, I do what I'm told. You tell me I need something done by Friday. It's Monday. I'm going to get it done by Friday. I might start Thursday, but I'm going to get it done by Friday. You just got to be that number 2. You know what I mean? You the number 2, meaning if you the number 2, that means you the number 1 for this organization. The number 2 runs everything. Number 1 gives the orders. Number 2 runs the operations. Number 2 is the most important person in any business. The number 1 ain't out there doing the physical work. The number 1 got to go deal with other shit. That's a lot of responsibility on them. When shit happens, when the block gets ran up on, the number 1 got to make that decision. If we're going to go slide on them, we're going to fall back, we're going to move the dope somewhere else, that ain't you. That's a lot of responsibility because if you move the dope here or if you don't retaliate the right way, the whole operation could crumble. And now the banks, they looking at you, Snaps and Pops. We don't give a fuck y'all niggas got robbed. Where's the money? You ain't got the money. That means you dead. But if you the number 2, hey, this is what we got to do. Number 1 is going to tell you specifically what you need to do. Tell them niggas go do this, go do this. It's they plan. If it fucks up, it was they plan. All you doing is running the day-to-day operation. So you got to be that number 2. And you got to be the best number 2 you can be. It's really that simple. So that's why I don't know why Taz is acting like this. The same with Jannard. Like, nigga, you don't work for Tommy. Jannard, you work for your brother. You're the number 2 for your brother, not the number 2 for Tommy. Well, I mean, Tommy was fucking him over. But Tommy and Diamonds, they were the number 1. They both had their own crews. You were the number 2. Just be the number 2. It's easy. It's that simple. Be the number 2, guys. If you 2, be 2. All right. Oh, we got to talk about Marvin. Hey, thank y'all for pointing that out. Hey, thanks, Eric. We needed to try to extend the on the clock. There we go. Number 2. You know what I mean? All right, fuck it. You're going to be 2, be 2. You don't want to be 1. Kendall said, I don't do number 2. You the CEO, Kendall? You the CEO of your company? If you're not the CEO of where you work at, then you not the number 1. Everybody's a number 2 to somebody. If you don't own the company you work for, then you're not the number 1. If you ain't the COO, the CFO, you ain't the number one, the number two, the number three. If you have somebody that you have to answer to, you ain't the number one. You ain't the number one. Me, where I work at, I'm the number one. But I still got niggas I gotta answer to. So I really ain't the number one. If I gotta go down the thing, Trump would be my number one. I'd probably be like number 8. Just because that's how the DOD is. Well, they call it the DOW, but I don't call it this shit. I'd probably be like 10. President, vice president, secretary of defense, Army command, Africa command, region, base, colonel, major. Nah, I'm number 11. Where I work at, I'm number 11. I'm number 11. I'm number 1 in my building, but I'm number 11 when the grand scheme of things, you know what I mean? I'm number 11, and I'm the best number 11 that you're going to see. But you don't hear me complaining. You know what I mean? You don't hear me complaining. I'm the supervisor, but there's 10 motherfuckers above me to get up to old Donald Trump. But you don't hear me complaining. I'm the best 11 you going to see. There ain't no better 11 than me. Y'all name a number 11 that's better than Mo. You can't. You can't. Just all right, let's go talk about Marvin, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We on the clock. We got Marvin, episode 3. Hell no, I ain't even in their hearts, man. I'm just a nigga that go to work. All right. Marvin's story. So we got Taz number 2 rant. We'll do 203. Oh boy. All right, old Marvin. Oh, we didn't jump too far ahead. Marvin, we see him earlier. All right. Marvin Thomas. The first time we see Marvin is with the Trifecta. Now, the Trifecta is a new crew that we just put together. There was a crew called Bada. We're going to call this group Salt and Pepper. Salt and Pepper's here, and we're in the mix. You know what I mean? So we got Flossie Siegel, Raquel Thomas, and Marvin Thomas. Now, this is kind of an interview, but at the same time, this is what it is. You know, it ain't really an interview. This is what it is. So we're interviewing the girls, and they're letting them know, hey, this isn't what we used to do. This is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be making some real money. We're going to be moving that product. Now, Marvin isn't as friendly as everybody else. Marvin is a fool with it. Marvin lets it be known straight up and down, hey, you moving our work. You bees better be ready. You bees need to understand we gonna bees in the trap. Now look at Marvin's face. Look at Marvin's face. Marvin don't give a damn about nothing they talking about. Marvin is making sure, hey, you moving our product. Now Marvin isn't saying much. Flossie is kind of looking at Marvin like, hey man, what you got going on? Why you talking to the girls like that? Hey man, this is power. And Marvin knows if you're too friendly with people, they not gonna get the job done. My dad instilled fear in all of us growing up. Now my dad, when he talks to me, I just laugh like, ha ha, nigga, I ain't no kid no more. But when I was younger, my dad used to get on our ass. And that's what Marvin is doing with them. He's like, listen up. We're going to be moving this work. Y'all need to get y'all ass focused. So Flossie is like, hey, Marvin, you got to chill. These are my girls. You know what I mean? My girls are professional. You need to chill it out. But Marvin don't give a fuck about none of that. So Marvin and Flossie end up having a conversation at the bar after Rox leaves. And she's like, hey, you got an interesting personality about you, Marvin. And he's looking at it as she's flirting with him. And I'm thinking, damn, okay. I'm thinking the same thing. Flossie trying to get her floss on. Oh, no, I'm with you more. I'm with you. And that's what I was about to say. When I made my video breaking down the trailer, I say there's something about Flossie I don't trust. So she gives Marvin her number. She's like, I want to talk to you. Maybe you should talk to the girls a little bit differently. But Marvin is like, I don't pay for no puh. And I'm like, I'm right there with you, brother. I'm right there with you. Plus, I ain't even got that kind of money to spare. I'm broke as hell. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Cash App is at the bottom of the screen. Cash App is MOEDOTJ. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be pinned in the chat also. But yeah, I'm looking at her and I'm like, I just don't know what it is. Because she's given Marvin her number. She wants to talk to him. But what do we have to talk about outside of this business that we have? You know what I mean? And Marvin he's sticking with it. I don't pay for it. Because I guess he's looking at it like, what up, GH? He's looking at it as, what's the point of talking to me? What do we need to talk about that we can't talk about right here in this setting? Unless, you know, I've only had a couple of women, you know, give me their number and invite me to the crib. So in my mind, I'm thinking they invite me to the crib. One, they trying to rob me. Or two, they feeling a nigga. But usually I always go with the number one, they trying to rob me. So I'd be hesitant. Especially back in my younger days. But I'm thinking they trying to rob me. I'm thinking they trying to set me up. But then I'm thinking, man, they might be feeling a nigga. But at the same time, it might be a setup. They might be feeling me, but feeling like they want to set me up. Either way, Marvin is looking at it like, I ain't paying for no round. So he gets the number, and they're going to link up a little bit later on. Marvin pulls up to the barbershop. And when Marvin enters in, everyone's looking around like, damn, what Marvin doing? You know, Marvin keep that Steve Harvey lineup. Marvin keep the Steve Harvey lineup. We ain't never seen Marvin at the barbershop, but we know Marvin gonna have that lineup. He go in there, slam the door. All right, where Neek at? Everybody like, Neek? They in the chair like, who the fuck is Neek, nigga? You hoping Marvin don't look your way, especially imagine you in the barbershop, a nigga come in yelling, talking about where Neek at. Everybody know about the Thomas family, but you like, damn, nigga, I ain't got nothing to do with none of this shit. I hope that nigga Marvin don't say nothing to me. You kind of like looking at the ceiling or you staring in the mirror. Oh, I don't know nothing, Marvin. I got a job interview. I don't know nothing. Marvin coming here yelling, talking about where Neek at, and now you hearing where Neek at. Who the fuck is Neek? I'm thinking Neek is a girl. Like, Neek, what? Monique or something? Like, who the fuck is Neek? You know what I mean? Like, who calls this nigga Neek? Who is Neek? Who we talking about? Oh, Unique Kadeem? Oh man. I don't know nothing. I ain't gonna lie to you, Marv. I don't know nothing about that nigga, bro. I ain't never really fucked with him. Last time I seen, he had like a scar on his head, like somebody whooped his ass or something. He's like, all right, look, man, y'all give me any information, man. I'm gonna break y'all off some money. So Marvin pull out a stack of hundreds. Now everyone is quiet at this point. This nigga right here in the chair, that nigga hear that. He looking at the price of the barbershop. You know, whenever you go to the barbershop, they'll have a sign be like the cost of the cuts are going up this week. So the barber, the price of the haircut now is like $8 now. This nigga looking like, God damn, I can't. This bitch was $7. They do up the price on me, nigga. I'm gonna try to finagle this nigga and get about this damn $1 till I pay him next time I come. He like, I don't know where Unique is, but I heard he was working with Kanan and some nigga named Breeze. Then the other nigga gonna chime in. He ain't the other nigga. The other nigga, he ain't even know what was going on. He just heard that there was some money going on. So he's like, yeah, I heard that too. He ain't getting no money. You know, he trying to get a participation trophy. The first dude was like, yeah, I heard Unique was working with your nephew Caleb and a nigga named Breeze. The other dude gonna say, yeah, that's what I heard too. Marvin didn't get the other nigga no money because he waited. We know you don't know. You just, y'all heard that too. You ain't hear that, nigga. Where you hear from? Hold on, don't you say nothing. Where'd you hear from? You said you heard it. Who you hear from then, nigga? You want some money? Who'd you hear from? Ray ain't tell you nothing, man. Ray don't know nothing. You ain't hear shit, nigga. You just heard him say that shit. You just agree. You thought you gonna get some money, didn't you? The other nigga didn't hear nothing in the streets. The other nigga didn't hear a motherfucking thing. That's why he ain't say nothing. The first dude, like, yeah, I heard he working with your nephew Kanan and Breeze. The other dude, yeah, I heard the same thing. No, you didn't. If you heard that, you would have said something. Nigga, Marvin is giving out money. You would have said something. You would have been the first nigga to say something. You really want some of that money. Second nigga talking about, y'all heard that too. No, you didn't. You lying. You lying. And then when Marvin leave, I'm going to look at the other dude in the barber chair like, nigga, you ain't never hear that shit. Nigga, first of all, you don't even be in the streets, nigga. We know where you be at, nigga. You got a good job, nigga. Your real name is Clarence. And your parents got a real good marriage, nigga. You don't be in the streets, nigga. Yeah, you right. I try to get some of that money. That nigga gave him $300. I was trying to give me at least a 50 piece or something. Shit, nigga got $300. Nigga, I was trying to chime in. Everybody in the barbershop laughing like, nigga, you a fool with it, nigga. That was risky, but we don't blame you, nigga. Marvin handing that money out, I would have. Yeah, it's some nigga named Breeze from the east side. I heard the same thing. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. And I ain't heard from Neek, though. I ain't seen that nigga, but yeah, I heard he linking up with the young niggas. Yeah, he linking up with the young niggas. That's what I heard, Marvin. I get like 200. Marvin, I heard the same thing, Marvin. Oh man, Marvin, you always on that shit, man. I heard the same. I'm telling you, I ain't heard from Neek, but I heard the same thing, man. The young nigga, what you say his name was? Sneeze. Yeah, Sneeze and your nephew, Kanan, K-Dog. That's what we call him on the block, K-Dog. Marvin, I get 100. Marvin, you at least pay for the haircut. Marvin, hey, Marvin, don't leave, man. God damn, man. God damn. Marvin ain't, I'm gonna get 100 or something, 10 piece, and can pay for my haircut or something. I'm verifying what the first nigga said. You can hook me up, shit. Marvin stingy as hell with the money. Hey, god damn, nigga, you can't break a nigga off $10 or something. Shit. Stingy ass Marvin, man. Fuck Marvin. What'd you say? Oh, no, I was just bullshit. I was saying fuck like Marvin Gaye because he made that one song. I was like, man, that one song, that shit hard as hell. So when we say like fuck somebody, it mean like we fuck with him. Like not you, Marvin. I ain't talking about you. You know, I'd never disrespect the Thomas family. That was Eric. Eric said that shit. Yeah, Eric H. He said that shit right back there. The nigga back there playing checkers, that nigga said that shit. Marvin, you know nigga, we went to school together, Marvin. We used to share, remember we used to share the reduced lunch, nigga? Marvin, it's me, man. Eric said that shit. I ain't say it. Shit. Eric said that shit. I ain't say that shit, Marvin. You know I never disrespect the family. I love y'all. Hey, R.I.P. to Lou, man. You know, I went to the funeral, man. It's beautiful, man. We gonna find this nigga Neek, though, for real. Your number still the same? Hey, what's your new number, Marvin? I'll pay you. If I get any, you want me to pay you? I'll pay you. What's your new number? You got a cell phone? Oh, just a pager? You want me, if I hear, you want me, I can hit you up if I hear anything else. I'm just saying, like, if I paid you with information, you can like 100. Hey, I'm just, I heard y'all bought that bar. You know, I'm gonna pull up on y'all. Hey, I'm gonna pull up on y'all, man. I'm bring some crew. Is it cool? We come. I'm gonna get you a drink, Marvin. Marvin, you just not gonna talk to us? All right, I fuck with you. I told y'all I fuck with Marvin. I grew up with Marvin, y'all. Me and Marvin, we cool. Yeah, I'm gonna page him. Yeah. Man, he ain't give you his number. Yeah, but you know how it is. I'm pulled up on him at the bar tonight. He gave me the nod saying like pull up to the bar now. I'm gonna pull up to the bar tonight. You know, man, we not about to talk business in front of you bum ass niggas. Y'all niggas in here begging for money. I'm gonna fuck my nigga tonight at the bar, nigga. What the fuck you talking about, nigga? Yeah. Damn. I'm glad that nigga ain't pistol with me. God damn, nigga. Shit. I risked my life for a little $50, nigga. I'm in here lying like a motherfucker. God damn, nigga. Hey, did you really hear that shit about his nephew working with that nigga Unique, or you made that up? He's like, nah, I heard that for real. Oh, nigga, I thought you was bullshitting, nigga, but I chimed in too, nigga. I was definitely trying to get some of that money, nigga. That nigga Marvin had a bankroll. Bankroll at the bankroll. Big money. I like it. Yeah. Every time he took a picture, he put out a bankroll. I said, damn, Marvin had that money on it. I was trying to get some money on, nigga. All my scamming ass niggas at spending that money fast. 20s, 50s, 100s, cash. Marvin going that go-yard bags. Spin that shit. I was trying to get some of that money, nigga. I was trying to get some of that money on, nigga. I was trying to get some of that money on.
Gotta hype me up. Hype me up.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some of that money, nigga.
Gotta hype me up. Hype me up. Gotta hype me up. Hype me up. Gotta hype me up. Hype me up.
I'm trying to get some of that money, nigga. I was trying to get some of that paper, nigga. I'm the ultimate hustler, nigga.
Gotta hype me up. Hype me up.
I'm trying to get some of that money, nigga. I'm trying to get 100 out of that nigga. Yeah, I'm trying to break the bank, nigga. But anyway, Marvin finds out about who the fuck is Breeze, nigga. He finds out about Breeze, and he knows that Kanan was potentially working with Unique. Oh, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I miss these lives, man. Hit that like button. So now Marvin heads over to Kanan's crib. Damn, my pictures ain't loading up no more. He go over there, boom, 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 boom. Open the door, you hoe ass nigga. Kanan open up the door like, what's going on, Uncle Marvin? No, what the fuck is this? I hear you working with Nick. He killed Lou. Kanan's like, oh no, I ain't working with him, man. We took over his blocks. That was y'all last night? Yeah, we took over his blocks and ain't nobody doing nothing about it. He's gone, Uncle Marvin. Nah, fuck all that, man. You over here bullshitting, Kanan. We gotta goddamn go get this nigga Lou. Kanan like, nigga, we getting money now, Uncle. We getting money now. Why you wanna quit bothering me this early in the morning, Uncle Marvin? You want a job? Marvin said, a job, nigga? Fuck you, nigga. Work for you? And who the fuck is this nigga Breeze? He's like, well, I'm linked up with him and we're on the south side getting some money now, Uncle Marvin. He said, fuck that shit, Kanan. You want a job, Uncle Marvin? You want to make some money? The nigga Marvin said, nigga, I don't work for you. Nigga, I'm a motherfucking gangster. G-A-N star, nigga. Gangster, nigga. That's what I am. Big G, not the little G, nigga. You can't see me, nigga. You never be me, nigga. I'm like that, nigga. It ain't no none of that working with me, working with you, nigga. My name is Uncle motherfucking Marvin for a motherfucking reason, nigga.
Nigga, it's just big me, nigga. Boom. I'm really like that.
I'm really like that, Kanan. I don't work for you, nigga. You work for me. Uncle Marvin, you a gangster. Yeah, nigga, I'm a motherfucking gangster. You can't see me, nigga. You a little nigga. I'll never work for you. You work for me, nigga. It's JG Wentworth over here, nigga. It's my money and I want it now, Kanan. You fucking with the ops, nigga. I don't fuck with the ops. I fuck over the ops, Kanan. I'm a real gangster, nigga. I killed motherfucking mob members. I killed gang members. I killed innocent people. I killed anything, nigga. I stand on business, nigga. From Monday to Monday, nigga. I'm like that 24/9, nigga. Oh, Uncle Marvin, why you gotta come in here and talk to me like that? Fuck you, Kanan. If I find out you fucking with Neek, nigga, I'm fucking you over too, nigga. So then Marvin leaves about the house and Kanan slammed the door talking about, okay, gangster. I was like, goddamn, this nigga Kanan Marvin should have kicked that door in and strangled this nigga. Got on his ass a little bit. Oh, come on, Uncle Marvin. Kanan, nigga, open your mouth and talk, nigga. Okay, understand the fucking Scooby-Doo, nigga. Talk, nigga. You can't understand the fuck you saying talking about offering me a job, nigga. I'm gonna offer you an ass whooping. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm in the barbershop, niggas telling me you working with some nigga by the name of Sneeze, and I hear you working with a nigga named Unique. I'll whoop your ass right now, Kanan. But we gonna say that for later in the season, but I'm gonna get on your ass, boy. You hear that, boy? I'm a gangster, nigga. You can't see me. I'm Uncle Marvin. I ain't your uncle no more, nigga. It's Mr. Marv to you, nigga. The fuck you talk about? Oh, Uncle Marvin, nigga. Hey, Kanan. Call me Uncle Marvin. Say it again, nigga. Oh, Uncle Marvin. All right, Kanan. I'm on your ass, boy. You work for me, nigga. I'm a gangster, nigga. G-A-N star, nigga. Gangster, nigga. Oh, Uncle Marvin. No, it ain't. Hey, nigga, I told you stop calling me that. Stay up, gangster. Hey, nigga, I'm whooping your ass, Kanan. I'm whooping your ass, Kanan. Nigga said, oh, Uncle Marvin. Hey, nigga, what the fuck are you saying? What is that, Kanan? Oh, come on, Uncle Marvin. Hey, boy, boy. That shit pissed that nigga Marvin. All he did was offer Marvin a job. And that nigga Marvin started flipping out. I'm just asking, do you want a job, Marvin? That's all I'm asking, Marvin. Do you want a job, nigga? Do you want a job or not? I ain't never seen no one get mad for being offered a job. There's only one nigga. Damn. Y'all know what I'm thinking about. There's only one nigga that got mad that somebody offered him a job. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Hey, Eric, you knew it. Eric, you knew it. There's only one dude that got mad that someone got him a job. Look, Soul Food Bird X got her boyfriend a job. Nigga, I was just about to look that up, nigga. When Lim When Lim got that job, he found out that old boy did it.
No, I know your wife.
I was looking that up, nigga. That's the only nigga I know that got mad that a nigga got him a job, bro. I ain't never.
Bird. Yeah, she told me about your little felony.
Nigga, I ain't never seen no one get mad over someone hooking him up with a job.
No, I know your wife. Bird.
I know your wife. She told me about your little felony that you had, nigga. I hooked you up with the job, nigga.
Yeah, she told me about your little felony situation and asked me to hook you up with a gig down in the print department.
I ain't never seen a nigga get mad that someone hooked him up with a job, nigga. That nigga Marvin went off like Lim did. Well, Lim was wilding out. Well, Lim went down to the beauty salon and got to whooping ass down there. That nigga was wilding for real, for real.
Then me and old Cola, we go way back. Who the fuck is Cola?
Call that motherfucker Cola. Her name is Bird. Oh, Cola, you know, she had the little Coca-Cola. Oh, and let me tell you, ooh, wee, ain't nothing better than cola on a hot day to cool a nigga off. I'm talking about, baby, grind on me, relax your mind and take your time with me. Yeah, shout out to Pretty Ricky.
Oh, no. That's just a little something, you know, I used to call back in the day.
This is a little something I used to call her back in the day. Nigga, you don't get the fuck out of my face with this shit. Oh, man. All right, so Marvin flipped out on Kanan. He said, stay up, gangster. Nah, that nigga does not. Hey, man, just because niggas is light skinned, we do not favor everybody. Next thing I know, y'all gonna be saying that nigga Mo look like Michael Jackson. Look, no, all right? We're gonna stop that. In this good year of the Lord 2026, we're gonna stop that. I've been compared to every nigga on goddamn Tubi that was light skinned. We not doing this anymore, guys. I'm sick of it. I have feelings, okay? All right, so Marvin gets upset. He goes and meets with Rock. He goes and meet with Rock. He talking about Unique still. Now, he don't know that Ludin got killed in the house, and Rock is like, let's go into the kitchen. So he's like, all right, well, fuck it. But we need to find Unique. And she's like, fuck Unique, nigga. He's gone. We need to move on. Just like he did, we got to move on. We got this Manhattan shit going down. So, excuse me. So he's like, all right, well, we're going to be doing this Manhattan thing. Are we cool? You know, Stefano said we ain't supposed to be working. Well, Stefano said we ain't supposed to be working in the South Side. He didn't say nothing about Manhattan. She did find that loophole. But Marvin is sitting here and he's like, I just don't know, man. Okay, cool. I mean, we could do it. But I really want to go get the nigga that got, I want to go get the niggas that got Luke. Can we go get the niggas that got Luke, please? I want to go get this nigga Neek, man. I promise you I want to go get this nigga Neek, not knowing Neek ain't have nothing to do with it. Rock covered up the body. Rock just as bad because Rock threw Lulu's body in the dump. Yeah, Kanan killed him, but Rock covered it up. So you know what that is? That's an accessory to the fact. You know what I mean? You're going to jail for what Rock did. So yeah, Lou was killed by Kanan, but Rock covered up the murder. So Rock's just as guilty as Kanan. But Marvin don't know none of this. He don't know none of this at all. Now, Marvin does go and meet with the pastor, but it's the same thing every week, you know, trying to get somebody to pay for it. So Marvin goes back home after talking to the pastor. And Juke is in here. She's watching Hangover with Mr. Cooper too. I was like, okay, I was going to find that episode so we can try to get a feel of what year we're in. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go back and try to find that episode and see when it aired. You know what I mean? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little bit of cross-referencing. We're gonna go back and find that Hanging with Mr. Cooper episode so we can see when the release date of that episode was, so we can kind of get a time frame. Are we in 92 or are we in 93? Because back then it wasn't really showing reruns because the seasons were current. They were actually filming them, so it wasn't any reruns. It was, this is the new episode for this season. So we're gonna try to find what Hanging Mr. Cooper episode that was. And then that'll give us the precise date of when this is. See, don't nobody else do that. That's what we do over here. We try to find out the actual dates. Now, Marvin is sitting here and Jukebox is playing on his weakness. He got that Jim Beam, and she's telling him, we need to be together, Dad. We're all we got. We got to stick together. Blood is thicker than water. But she's saying we need to stick together. But we do hear Marvin tell her, everything I've touched, it fucks up, except for you. You're good. You're the only good thing that happened to me. Now she's saying she wants to stick around and protect Marvin so they can protect each other. But Marvin tells Jukebox straight up, I want you to leave. I want you to get out of the city. Now he don't know that Jukebox is doing a lot of wild shit on her own behind the scenes, talking to Detective Garcia, fucking off in the clubs. But he knows, Juke's an adult and, she's going to do what she want to do. But she convinces Marvin to let her work for them. So this is why Marvin brings her to the club. Now, from Juke's standpoint, Juke is doing this because she needs to make money to pay Detective Garcia. So she's playing on Marvin's emotions because she knows Marvin really does love her. He's definitely changed from when we first seen them interacting with each other. So Marvin, he brings Jukebox to the club, tells Jukebox, look, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be bartending. You're going to be bartending. You're going to be serving these drunks. You're going to make sure that everything they got is full. And you're going to be counting the money, girl. That's your security over there. He going to hold it down for you. He going to make sure you're good to go, G to G. And right there is a gun. And he tells Jukebox, don't you hesitate. You pull that motherfucker out and you get the bucket. Bow, 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 bow. Use all of them rounds in that thing. So we know something's going to be going down within this bar at some point, at some time. But Jukebox's job is to count the money, have the girls pick up the work, count the money, serve the liquor. Pretty simple. Yeah, he said there ain't nobody in there right now. But he said once they start, once they start emptying their glasses, it can get a little hectic inside. Oh, when you walk by every night, talking sweet and looking fine, I get kind of hectic inside. And baby, I'm so into you. Tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, that's how Juke gonna be in here singing at the bar, making tips. But Marvin did bring his daughter in, and now she's working for the family. And that's Marvin's story. Do we think that it was a good idea to bring his daughter in? Do we think that it was a good idea to bring his daughter into the building to actually work for the family? Let me know what you think. We are off the clock with old Marvin Thomas. Now we didn't talk about Marvin and We didn't talk about Marvin in the conversation he had with Flossie. And the reason I didn't go into depth with that is I want to make a video talking specifically about that. Because, I mean, they didn't really accomplish anything. They talked about the daughter, the bar mitzvah, stepping to the mic. But Flossie doesn't seem... I mean, this is power. Nobody's trustworthy. But it's just something off about her ass. Like, why do you need to talk to Marvin? What is the reasoning behind all of this? They need to bring back the open mic. I think this is the first time we actually hear them both say "I love you" to each other. Yeah, Marvin's never really ever said it. Marvin's never said that he loved Juke. Well, he said it once, but remember, the whole thing with Marvin, it was in the beginning, he wasn't really fucking with her like that. I mean, it was his daughter, obviously, but it just, I don't know. I can't explain it, man. This shit wasn't right. Real quick though, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. What we're gonna do real quick is I see my girl Tamika's online. I'm gonna bring her YouTube up real quick, and we're gonna talk a little bit of trash in there real quick, as far as, you know, show a little bit of love. Hold on, let me see. Let's see who she has in here.
I want to see him get got, but we know he gonna live. So,
oh, she got Candy. She got the whole gang in here.
You know, that's that. But yeah, other than that, not too much I want to see, because this episode, this season, I'm pretty much holding my breath, just trying to figure out what's gonna happen with my baby girl. Yeah, he's some rock. So I'm just holding my breath, trying to see what's gonna go down with that. But other than that, this was a really good episode to me. Now I got to do the Lord's work out here. Got to do the Lord's work.
No, it doesn't say that it's on break. I don't know.
But other than that, as far as my channel is concerned, of course, like Tika said, we have our reaction to the Vampire Lestat. I'll be dropping that soon. I'll be dropping that soon.
Yeah, that's EJ.
And not Team Taz. He said he got us up on his live. We ended now, Mo, but shout out to Mo.J. What's going on?
Now, I know you lying. I know you lying.
Yeah, listen, Taz ain't gonna make it.
I told you we gonna go over there and talk some shit.
Okay, that part. But yeah, so
all right, let me like their video. I thought they were just getting started. I was gonna hear what they got to say, but all right. Oh, they logged on when I did. Well, you know, I pushed mine back, guys. I'm telling you, if you can see. All right, well, we off the clock real quick. We just got Kanan and Breeze left, and we're at 2.5 hours, so it'll be about 3 hours. So right now in Europe, we got a badass heat wave. In Paris, they had a record high. The concrete was melting over here. Today it was 100. Saturday is gonna be 104. I think Sunday is gonna be like 103. So it's bad. Like, our internet is going down. You know, we don't have AC, so it's like I can't even come over into the studio during the daytime because there's no real like circulation in here. And since our buildings are made out of concrete, you can't have your windows open like during the day. You got to close everything to try to keep it cool. But yeah, it's really unbearable to even be in these rooms. Like, in my room, I got 2 fans on my bed. I got one like facing my face, and then I got one on my, like, I'm just in my drawers in the bed. I can't even go upstairs. It's too hot. So yeah, we got
northward, and underneath that upper high. not at all. Like 35 degrees. The AC is not working.
I'm gonna finish now.
What
I can take this hour. It's not easy, and I think the buses are not prepared as well. So these particular buses are not prepared, but they have new buses which they are prepared already.
Okay.
Some other routes, I believe the buses are better, and we can drive in better conditions.
A historic heat wave continues across Western Europe until the end of the week. There will be relief, though, west to east. We head into the weekend. Here's the weather pattern that we've seen with this big ridge or upper high centered.
Yeah, I think it was like 34 today. I think tomorrow it's gonna be like 36. Man, it's about to be hot as hell, bro. Damn, it was 48 in Paris. Kendall talking about get central air. Like I could just call up, hey, I need central air at the house that I'm renting. Like, no, it don't work. Germany, there isn't central air. They don't put central air in houses. They don't do that. You can get portable air, AC units, but electricity is higher here than it is in the States. And that shit's gonna run like $500-$600 a month if you running it nonstop. You just gotta thug it out, man. You gotta thug it out. Ain't nothing you can do. Like you walk around the house sweating. But we got Kanan's story and we got Breeze's story, and we're gonna get up out of here. What up, EJ? EJ says she Team Taz. I think EJ was talking about Team Taz. Oh yeah, man. I'm telling you, it's hot as hell. When I get home from work, the first thing you do, you gotta just strip all your clothes, take a shower, and go to one spot and sit there. I'm talking about, boy. But yeah, you know, so we got records, and I got a table tomorrow too in Frankfurt. I got a rooftop, and then they sent down like a heat advisory note. I'm like, man, I got a table tomorrow. I might just get my refund back. I'm like, shit. All right, we got Kanan's story. We had 2:45. Yeah, we'll do Kanan's story. Oh boy, but I love it though, man. What's going on, Tamika? Oh, we got another Taz fan in here. Shout out to Tamika. Shout out to EJ. You know, make sure y'all subscribe to their channels if you haven't. You know, show the ladies love. I thought you guys were just getting known. That's why I was gonna go over there. We was gonna listen to y'all for a little bit on our intermission. But all right, we got Kanan's story, and then from there we'll go into Breeze. True OG. Hey, thanks, brother. Thanks. Oh, well, as far as in the studio, well, I can't show y'all, but I got the blackout curtains. So in here, I just close everything down, close all the curtains, close the doors, put the curtain over my door, and you just wish for the best. You just wish for the best, man. Like it's so bad that like the kids aren't in school because it's too hot for it. Well, I mean it's summertime, but for the summer school classes, you don't like kids ain't even normally y'all hear the kids playing out there because it's like the school's right next to my house. It's like an alley, then it's like this brick wall, and then it's like the playground over there. The kids aren't allowed to play outside. The schools aren't in. They only work in half days. They work the Germans are working from like 8 to like 11, and then they get sent home because it's too hot in the buildings. Only certain buildings have AC. Not every building has AC. Like the grocery stores do. The banks do, but like a lot of like the buildings, especially on base, they're not even wearing their uniforms. They're wearing like PT gear because there's no AC in the buildings. You just got your doors open and the fans. That's just how Europe is. But yeah, it's terrible over here. I'm talking about you sweating your ass off, literally. What up, Alan? All right, let's get to Kanan's story. All right, we got them dime bags. We got them Knicks. Yep. Corner wide open. Man, who the fuck this nigga is pulling up with this motherfucker? They got the Porsche. Pulled up with the BBSs. Kanan hopping out like he ain't never been in a Porsche before, all unorthodox with it. Breeze show up. Now, Kanan ain't doing a lot of talking. This is more Breeze right now. I'm probably just going to put their story together because these niggas rolling together. But Breeze pull up. They're like, what y'all got going on? They like, these Unique's corner. Breeze said, I don't see no Unique around here. Last I heard, Unique running. You can't hold the block down if you're running. Kanan, you see Neek? No, I don't see him anywhere. He ain't with my mother either. So now the dudes got a lot of pride. They on the block with it. Mind you, they ain't got too much work. They got a Dorito bag with probably like 10 to 15 pieces left. This is all they got. They ain't eating. They stomach rumbling. They ribs showing. So Breeze letting them know, look, we were linking up with Neek and we was going to make this partnership happen. See, a partnership means maybe not 50-50, but a partnership means we ain't going to start no shit. Ain't going to be no shit. We ain't going to start no shit. Now, these folks, they talk about, nah, these Neek's block. Well, Neek ain't around. This nigga just woke up. This nigga just woke up. Yeah, goddamn, nigga, what the fuck going on? Who the hell these niggas is? Jay said that car sounds cold. Ooh, yeah, you know how it is at that Porsche. Ooh, ooh. This nigga just waking up. He like, man, what the fuck going on? Neek here. Nah, Neek ain't here. So Kanan's sitting there, he's watching, and these niggas, they got a lot of pride. But if Neek ain't around and we ain't been eating, Neek ain't been supplying the block for a little bit, I'm like, all right, we could do that proposition. What's up? Y'all said we working together? How we gonna do this? What we linking? What is it? 70-30, 60-40, 55-45? What we doing? How we making this happen? We gonna make something shake? Let's make something shake. And Kanan's like, yeah, he ain't around no more. If you want to get down with the gang. So Breeze is trying to convince him, but this nigga's like, look, nigga, you see my motherfucking mini fro, nigga? This fro done been through some things. I ain't putting no water on this motherfucker today because I'm out here grinding, nigga. Sun up to sun down, nigga. I ain't got no line. Why? Because I'm on the block with it, nigga. This is what I do, nigga. I live for this shit. I die for this shit, nigga. This my block, nigga. We holding this motherfucker down for Kadeem, nigga. AKA Neek, nigga. So Breeze is like, oh, okay, yeah. He turns around and Kanan's like, all right, we about to get up out of here. Y'all boys lucky. We about to bow, bow, bow. And then Kanan get the bucket. Boop, 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 boop. I'm like, oh my God, niggas is bucking. First nigga dropped down. Everybody else running. And you know you scared when you running and your hands touch the ground. Like, goddamn, nigga, how the hell you running like that? You running like a goddamn fucking cheetah, nigga. You on all fours, nigga. If you on goal, you really like that. These niggas get the running. Kanan get the bucket. Pop, 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 pop. Then nigga Breeze standing over a nigga. Pop, 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 pop. Die for nothing. Nicola is right. Sometimes you got to put that pride aside. And I always tell y'all, listen to me. A mind full of scared is better than a mind full of lead. Let me reiterate. A mind full of scared is better than a mind full of lead. Meaning, it's okay to be scared. Just be scared. But if you're not scared, the consequence is some lead, a bullet to your head. A mind full of scared is better than a mind full of lead. It's okay to be scared, but you live to be scared another day. You see what I'm saying? 50 told us, if I ain't got my gun, I'm running. Now, if niggas come up to my block and tell me this ain't my block no more, because my boss ain't around and I ain't seen my boss in a couple of days, and I know my number 2 got knocked. Remember the number 2 conversation we had? The number 1 ain't nowhere to be found. The number 2, Akbar, got knocked. They even tell them, yeah, we know what y'all did to Akbar, even though they ain't do it to Akbar. If the number 1 can't be found and the number 2 gets knocked, that means whatever number you are, you probably need to bow down to the niggas you think did that. A mind full of scared is better than a mind full of led. You said we linking up. How we gonna do this? You know, you right. We ain't got no product. We do need to get some money. Yeah. Mo, what about the loyalty? Loyalty got Akbar killed. Loyalty got Akbar killed. He didn't get to finish that drink. I want to finish my drink. Give me a second. Let me finish my drink. Whew, that's some good H2O right there. So how we gonna do this? So what we doing? This y'all gonna take over the blocks and y'all gonna give us a corner? What? How we gonna do this? If the number 1 can't be found and the number 2 is not, and these niggas did it, you clearly don't want to go to war with these niggas because they not playing around. If they knock the 1 and the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 150 is gonna be easy to get rid of because there's no leadership, there's no organization, there's nothing. If they got rid of the number 1, they chased this nigga off the block, they killed the number 2. What is the number 3 gonna do? Someone please tell me, what's the number 3 gonna do if number 1 then ran off and number 2 is dead? What's the number 3 gonna do? This nigga ain't even number 3. We ain't seen this nigga but today. We seen him today and died today. Grand opening, grand closing. The nigga had 4 words. This neat block. Sucker. Bow, he died. If number 1 and 2 can't hold it down, number 3 for damn show. And this nigga ain't even number 3. We don't know what number this nigga is. This nigga like number 48. And they got rid of this nigga. It was a couple of soldiers left, but they wasn't eating. When you go to war, you gotta have food on your stomach. That's why we feed the soldiers. They can't go to war on empty stomach. You go to war on empty stomach, you get to thinking, damn man, if I just had at least a cracker or something. Nah, nigga, you gotta eat. But they get him up off the block, nigga. They get him off the block early too. And of course, Breeze stands over him. But then we see Kanan and Breeze, they link up. But before that, I think Kanan goes and talks to Jukebox. Yeah, Kelly, you right. Scared over dead. Hell yeah. All day, every day. All we do is get our grind on. Hey, I'm just telling y'all, man. If 1 and 2 are gone and dead, nigga, it's over with. Where's the application at? Like, we could sign up for this. So, do we get to pick what crew? I heard this nigga Breeze be doing fight shit. I ain't trying to be in like no fight club or nothing. Kanan, what y'all be? What wild shit y'all got going on? Now, Kanan, y'all niggas got scooters, right? Yeah. So if I sign up with y'all to get money, I want to sign up with Kanan. But Kanan, if I sign up, do I get a scooter, like a signing bonus? Because right now I ain't got no wheels. You know what I'm saying? Like my baby mama tripping and shit. You know what I mean? She took the car, got the big ass car seat in the back. Can I at least get us? If I sign up with Kanan, look, I'm gonna get money. Look, whoa. Look, I'll shoot at them with y'all. But if I sign up with y'all, I want to work with Kanan, but I want a scooter as a signing bonus. Like that ain't too much to ask. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to go work with that nigga Sneeze. You know? I mean, my bad. No disrespect or anything. I just heard that's what they were calling you on the block, Sneeze. What is it, Breeze? Nice to meet you, Breeze. My name is Mo. But I ain't trying to be fighting niggas all goddamn day. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get on the block, make a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? Stun on my baby mama and shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't even believe that's my kid.
In the case of 5-month-old Jemiah, Julius, you are not the father.
But I want to work with Kanan, and I want one of them scooters, preferably a black one. So if it get a little bit dirty, you won't really be able to tell in the dark. You know what I'm saying? If you give me a white one, they go like, damn, nigga, your scooter dirty. So I want to work with Kanan. We work with Kanan, new up and coming business. You know what I mean? Yeah. I like to work with Kanan, get one of them scooters. If y'all had to sign up to work with Breeze and Kanan, who y'all working for? Y'all working for Sneeze or y'all working for Kanan? If you had to sign up right here on the spot, they came to take over the block. They say we're gonna link up with Neek, we're gonna get that money, but Neek is gone. Y'all can get money. Are y'all going to sign up under Breeze or sign up under Kanan? Mo, you don't want to work with Flossie? Hell no. If you work with Flossie, I'm a nigga. I ain't selling no ass. I'm not working with Flossie. Hell no. I'm a nigga. I ain't selling no kind of ass around here. The only thing this ass is doing is sitting in this seat. I'm not working for Flossie. The hell? I ain't no fun boy. Talking about work for Flossie. Shit. You shitting me. I feel disrespected. No, hell no. No. I ain't fucking with them old ladies either, man. They be going over there. They be smelling funny. She said you work with the old ladies. Hell no, I ain't selling nothing. Ain't nothing for sale over here. Except for my time. All right. Let's get focused, guys. See, that's why we got on the clock. Shout out to Eric. Eric gave us on the clock. We be getting distracted. Y'all know if y'all say some wild shit and I read it, I'm gonna elaborate on it. Y'all just be wanting to hear me say some wild shit, man. Let me get focused. Yeah, y'all know the old lady got that old lady smell. Nothing against like old ladies, but you know, like if I'm I'm trying to push up on one, like, God damn, I can't deal with this smell. You know, they got a distinct smell. You know, when you go to people's houses, everybody's house got a distinctive smell to it. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like the old lady at church got a smell to her. You know what I mean? It's not like a bad smell, but it's a smell I don't want to be accustomed to. You feel me? I'm not trying to have my Prada rub off on that. You know what I mean? I'm putting on the good shit. I'm putting on the good shit. Stripper man, stripper man. What she say? What the grandma say? Stripper man, stripper man. Yeah. Let me get back to the show. Kanan meets up with Jukebox at the diner, the infamous diner. We got to always say that because a lot of shit be going down. And Jukebox is asking him, so Kanan, what is going on? What happened that night? Oh, you know how my mother is. My mother always talking about cleaning up my mess and shit. It's always the same thing with Rock. I fucking go over there, she talking shit, and I can't even Rock. She be blaming me for everything. Juke, and I want to eat my hamburger, Juke, and you talking to me about fucking Rock. Rock is dead to me. My mother, it's not my mother. She's my biggest op at this point, Juke. I don't want to fuck with her no more. I don't even believe the cops. They said they don't even fuck with famous. Who the fuck is famous? They said they don't know who the fuck famous is. I can't trust the police, Juke. But Kanan, what about Crystal? I don't know what to trust anymore, Juke. And Crystal, I just don't give a fuck. I keep telling you, my mother is dead to me, Juke. She's my biggest op, Juke. I don't fuck with her. She's cleaning up my mess. She's not cleaning up my mess. She is my mess. My fucking mother put a gun in my bag, Juke. I can't even go to school. I wanted to live in Virginia for a little bit, Juke, but then she came and brought me back, Juke, and I don't know what to do, Juke. I'm getting money now, though, Juke. I'll pay for your meal, but I just don't fuck with Rock. She's dead to me. She's not my mother. I don't fuck with her, Juke. Kanan ain't trying to hear none of that shit. What up, Slice of Horror? Nah, that's how Kanan be talking. And shout out to Lou Young. You know, he be doing the skits and shit, but we were doing the Kanan voice from season 1. Even though Kanan's voice, it's like getting belligerent. You know, Kanan talking like he drunk. I don't fuck with you no more, Juke. Why you gotta bring him? I don't know what happened to Lil Juke. It's like he's whispering, but he's chewing on that hamburger at the same time when he's talking. It's like, damn, what you say, Kanan? I be having to turn the TV up when Kanan be talking. The cops said, I don't know nothing about famous Juke. I don't know what to believe. Like, nigga, what? Hold on, Juke. Damn, this burger good, Juke. I'm like, what the fuck is Kanan talking about? But he don't give up any information to Juke. And he does tell her, look, I don't know if I can believe anything Rock is saying because the police told me they don't know who Famous is. And if they don't know who Famous is, then who killed Famous? Who killed Fame? Who done it? That's what we want to know. Who done it? Who done it? So after this, Kanan goes to meet with Breeze. Now, what Breeze is talking about, we're probably just gonna throw Breeze in here with Kanan. Because Breeze's story is short. So Kanan shows up with Breeze, but Breeze is really doing all of the talking about, yeah, you see last night, if you ain't built for this, then you ain't built for it. You feel me? Kanan's like, yeah, man, last night was kind of crazy though. And you seen how Kanan was looking at him when he stood over him. Now Taz is in the corner. We done already went over Taz. Taz is number 2. You're not getting passed over, Taz. You're number 2 for a reason. You're number 2 to Breeze. You're not number 2 to the whole thing. You're number 2 to Breeze. Kanan is number 1 on his side. But he's looking at Kanan, and Breeze is saying, me and you, we going far. And plus, Breeze officially gives Kanan Unique's blocks. So now Kanan is like, but what if Unique shows back up? He said, if he shows back up, then we get him. Okay, I could deal with that. We do it just like last night, Kanan. Kanan's like, okay, I'm down with the 187. So now Kanan officially has blocks. Remember, Kanan was working out of the apartment, but Rock set him up. Rock told the police to go over there and disrupt that. So Kanan can no longer sell out the apartment, or they're going to come and shut the whole organization down. Kanan is going to be working out of the warehouse, but now his scooter boys, they got corners. So instead of just driving around the city, they're going to post up. So this way, 1, we're not wasting money on gas. 2, we have us a central area where people will start driving up. Now the customers will come to a central location, which is easier for us. Instead of us trying to track down where the customers are, hey, no, you come to this block or this block or this block, and we'll have things rotating. And now the customers can pull up whenever they want, because when you run in the corners are 24/7. Compared to, we got to get an order, we got to head uptown. That means we got to head uptown and we got to head back downtown. That's taking too much time. But with these corners, everyone's going to be coming nonstop. You got the J's that are walking. You got the J's that are driving. You got the people that, they may not be J's, but they are a little bit junky-ish. They pulling up. So Kanan is officially in the dope game the way you want to be. He said Taz would take over the scooter boys. Yeah, Taz would take over the scooter boys. But if you watch at the shootout, you still see the scooters on the corners. You still see, like, Kanan's boys, they still got their scooter. Like, they drive to the corners. But he's talking about Taz is going to be the one doing the deliveries. Kanan is upgrading. Now he's on the block. So when you on the block, you got more product. Because when you driving uptown and coming back, you just got a bag. So whatever you got there. But when you actually down here, you can just get drops. Boom. Hey, we running low. They're going to get another drop. So this thing is continuous, 24/7. Again, the deliveries, you might make 2 or 3 deliveries and then you got to come back. But if you working on that corner, car coming, junkie coming, car coming, junkie coming. You know what I mean? This is all day, sun up to sundown. Yeah, Kanan Kanan done moved his way up. He done moved his way up. But again, you're not on the corner. All you doing is making sure that each person is on the block. But that's why being the number one is a huge responsibility. You know what I mean? There's a lot. Because now you got everything up under you. So Kanan got to make sure his blocks are running efficiently. But once he gets to number two, they'll be the one running the blocks. And Kanan would be dealing with Breeze and going to talk to Snaps and Pops and Stefano, the bank. You know what I mean? He'll be talking directly to the bank, which that's where he gets the money from, him and Breeze do. But eventually they're going to expand to a point where they're making so much money, they can pay off whatever money that they owe to Snaps and Pops, because they're not getting the product from Snaps and Pops. Snaps and Pops, all they're doing is fronting the cash. You know what I mean? So it's their money being recycled. But that's one thing about the dope game. It's kind of like music business. They front you a lot of money that you can't recoup. You know what I mean? Because it's always, we want something on top. So if they give you 100,000, we give you 100,000. Yeah, you go and sell that 100,000 worth of dope, but we want 120. We want 120 back because we want the interest on top of it. So all you're doing is selling that, you taking your cut. You might not be able to pay off everything that they got because it wouldn't be 120. If they give you 100 and you going to go get $100,000 worth of shit, they gonna want like 150. They gonna want 150, 175. You bring back that 175, you may have made 200. So that's like 25 to you. You see what I'm saying? So now you got to work as hard. And then if they front you some more money, now you can go back and get a larger quantity, but you got to start selling more. But the reason you always see the person on the top staying there is because the money that they want back is more than what you getting minus your cut. You see what I'm saying? But eventually, if you selling enough and you stacking, that's why they always say put some money off. If you can stack up some, Breeze can come to Kanan. Just like what we seen in Snowfall. Remember at the end, it's like, hey, how much money you got left? Boom, let's take that money. We handle that and we good to go. So if you put some money to the side, you can eventually stack. And if next time we don't double up on what we were getting initially, boom, we sell this. We got to bring back 175. We throw a little bit of our cash in there too. Boom, we did that 175. Here go 200. We bought ourselves out. And now we can go back with the money we got left over from our stash, go straight to the plug. Now we don't need to get the money from Snaps and Pops. But that's going to take a while to get there because one, you just now up and coming. You got to get your place. You got to get your ride. You know what I mean? Unless you really penny pinching and trying to keep all that money to yourself. But as far as saving that money up, it's going to be a little bit because you're going to take losses in the dope game. Every week, it ain't going to be all profit. And that's the thing where you got to go into your own stash. Sometimes you're going to get robbed. You're going to get hit. You're going to get shot. You're going to goddamn lose a worker or two. You might lose a brick. So now you got to come out of your own pocket to get that. You got to cover that. So that's why you never see people like pass up who they're getting, you know what I'm saying, who's fronting them the money. You see what I'm saying? And when it's the same when they fronting you bricks. If I front you 10 bricks, you got to go sell those 10 bricks. But when you bring me back that money, that 10 bricks, now I know you got money. So now I got to charge you for the 10 bricks. I fronted you to get you started. So now you got to come and pay for those 10 bricks. But all the money you made, you got to bring me that back with your cut. But now you got to take your cut. You might not be able to afford 10 bricks on your own. So you buy 5, I front you 5. But it's going to be the same thing. I'm always going to be ahead of you because I got that interest. And that's just like the bank. You know what I mean? And that's why so many people lose their vehicles because the interest rates are so high. They lose their houses. It looked good. But one loss, one minor setback, a layoff, government shutdown, you get behind on those payments. There's no way you can dig your way out that hole. So right now, Kanan is getting into a spot where it's like, damn, you can succeed. But as that number one, any major hit is going to knock your ass down. So that's why it's good to be a number 2 because that don't knock you down. You still good. That number 1 got to come out of their pocket to cover what the bank paid. You see what I'm saying? But that's just the business side, guys. When y'all be saying I'm pocket watching, but that's how that works. You know what I mean? It was a lot, but that's how that works. But now they getting money. Nonetheless, they getting money now. They got blocks. They getting money, but still a long way to go to get up out that hole. It's just you and me, the young guns. Yeah, this is what we were wanting to see. Candy talk about the more you know with the rainbow. Reading rainbow. All right. So Marvin shows up to Kanan's crib. We done already went through that. We already know how Marvin done flipped out. Kanan on some chill shit. You know why Kanan's on some chill shit? Because what I just told y'all. This nigga getting money. He getting money. He ain't worried about nothing. Yeah, we took over Unique's blocks. He gone, Uncle Marvin. He gone. We ain't got to worry about him. We got the blocks now. Me and Bree, we getting money. We wasn't working with Neek. Neek was working with us. Uncle Marvin, you want a job? You want a Uncle Marvin? You want a job? We getting money now. We did that. Kanan getting money now. It ain't nothing worse than a young nigga getting money. A young nigga getting money is probably the worst thing you could ever do. Yeah, Kanan getting shorties down. Kanan getting money now. You remember Al the Pool Boy? Al the Pool Boy, yeah, he getting shorties now. A young nigga with money it's a beautiful thing, but it's a bad thing. A young nigga getting money is probably one of the listen to me. A young nigga getting money is probably one of the most scariest things to American society. It's good to see, but these young niggas be wilding. Kanan getting money and they stepping on shit. As soon as Kanan linked up with this nigga Breeze, we seen him just stepping on shit. Initially, we seen Kanan catch one body here, get into some shit there, accidentally shoot some shit. This nigga is in the thick of it at this point. This nigga is talking bad to Uncle Marvin, talking about Marvin, you want a job, nigga? This nigga was looking for Neek last episode. This nigga telling his uncle, you want a job? He done told Rock, he don't give a fuck about her. This nigga Kanan, when you start getting money, you start feeling a little bit different about yourself. I was just a young boy, still playing with my toys, hanging out with the guys until I realized, baby, stop running around with me, baby. Baby, stop running around. Kanan got money, nigga. He told that nigga Marvin, stay up, gangster. He don't give a fuck about Marvin. He don't give a fuck about Rock. He don't give a fuck about Lou. He don't give a fuck about Crystal. I don't give a fuck about Famous. He don't give a fuck about nobody. This nigga's getting money. I like it. Then, not only that, you think that's a boss move? He goes and meets with Stefano. It's one power play after the next. It's one power play after the next. This nigga Kanan not only got the blocks, don't give a fuck about his mother, don't give a fuck about his uncle, don't give a fuck about the uncle he done pop. This nigga's meeting with Stefano. Now this nigga's direct connect to the mob. He poured this nigga up some wine, was like, nigga, the young prodigy of the South Side, the prodigy of the South Side, the son of the South Side. This nigga Kanan is living the dream. This is every little black boy's dream. To be in the mob, to be making some money. When I grew up, I said, man, one day I'm going to be with the mob. I never made it to the mob. I failed myself. But Kanan is over here. Stefano's letting them know, look, I fuck with you, kid. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with you. And Kanan is doing the right thing, being very, very respectful. When a mob boss talks, you listen. He said, but now your mother, Raquel, we've had our issues, Kanan. And now I told her she can't work on the South Side. But I'm hearing she's working in Manhattan with my opposition. It's a guy by the name of Pino. P-I-N-O. And he has a woman by the name of Flossie Siegel. A bad little motherfucker, but she has some girls, Kanan. And now I don't really fuck with Rock, and I banished her ass from the South Side. You understand what I'm saying, son? I'm saying she can't move a motherfucking muscle down here in the South Side of the Queens. I'm telling her she can't work here, but now I'm hearing she's partnering up with Pino, and I don't fuck with Pino. I went and talked to that motherfucker earlier today, and he told me he was gonna do business with the motherfucker that put a knife in me. I got shanked up because of your mama, Kanan. Well, I don't fuck with my mother anyway, Stefano, so I understand where you're coming from. See, Kanan, I like that about you. You're a young man in a game that most people can't make it out of, and I see a bright future for you. I see you going on to be great, excelling at levels I've never seen when it comes to, how can I say it, to colors. But I'm just giving you a heads up that your mother, she's not good in the hood, if that's what you guys say. You know what I mean? Like, not good in the hood. Now, I ain't got no issues with you, Kanan. I know you and me, we gonna do great things, and you working with Snaps and Pops. And Snaps and Pops, they have my best interest too, because I got some money there. But I'm just letting you know, giving you a heads up. When it comes to your mother, she ain't working in the South Side, and I got a little birdie I need to put in your ear about this Flossie Siegel. So, they got these things called escorts. I'm going to give you a little rundown, but we're going to do that off camera because we don't want everybody in here to know how the operation runs because these motherfuckers will go tell the police. But Kanan, I got a plan for you. So Stefano, yeah, he don't want Rock doing nothing. Not on the South Side, not on the North Side, the East, the West, the North, the North by Northwest, the North by Southeast, Southeast by Southwest. He don't give a fuck where she at. She don't want work, nothing. So he's the one that's telling Kanan about the whole Manhattan situation. So I know a lot of people are like, how did Kanan get in touch with Tiana? Well, this is where he gets all the information from. Obviously, they don't show us everything because they don't have that kind of time. They probably did have a scene where he was talking about it, but he does bring up Pino, Manhattan, Flossie. So this is where Kanan gets that kind of information from to be able to order her. I'm calling it now. Stefano tries to unlive Rock. Kanan will unalive him. I don't know, man. Maybe Pino might get to him. I do want to see who takes him out. Of course, Stefano would be a high value character to take out. But we're gonna see. We definitely gonna see. But he gives Kanan, it's TV magic. He does give Kanan the information. And he's the one that gives Kanan, hey, Flossie, Pino, Manhattan. So that's how we get the link to the call at the end. You know what I mean? What up, kiddo? You joining in right on time. Right on time. Yeah, like I said, we'll throw Breeze in there because Breeze doesn't have much. And all of his scenes are pretty much with Kanan besides here. So Breeze, he goes and meets with Snaps and Pops. Now he's in there eating that linguine. They sitting in here. You know my boy got that yak. It probably scotch though. Knowing Snaps, he probably drinking that scotch. Now, Breeze shows up here and he's talking to them, and they want to update. They want to update of what's going on. Like, what's happening? Where's Neek at? He's like, I don't know, man. Neek, we ain't seen that nigga. And Snaps makes a good observation. Snap says maybe he made a good decision. So Pops is talking about, nah, man, we got to go find him. He's still, you know what I'm saying? He's still around here somewhere. And Snaps is like, nah, from what he knows about Unique, he's saying that Unique probably made the smartest decision, which was actually leaving the city. You know, leaving while you're ahead, leaving while you're alive. Because what happened to Arkbar got killed, man. As soon as Unique heard that, Unique got the hell up out the city. Which you can't blame him. You know what I mean? I joked around about Neek. You can't blame him. He's alive. He ain't got to deal with none of this stuff that we going through right now. But Snaps and Pops just wanted that update. And Breeze is like, well, shit. If he did run away, then good enough. There's some pushback in the streets. He's talking about what we've seen in the opening scene, but they push back even harder. Basically saying any kind of energy is going to be met with retaliation. We're going to stand on shit. So I like Snaps and Pops. I do believe that Breeze and Kanan are going to eventually turn on them. And that was one reason why I was talking about the debt that they're in. Not necessarily they're in debt, but when you're getting provided this money, you can keep elevating. And sometimes you do want to stay up under them just for the simple fact that the money that Snaps and Pops are providing, they got like unlimited money. We don't know the whole details about the robberies, but they used to rob banks. So let's just say they had like 500,000 or something stashed away because they got unlimited money. They dropping bags every way. Like, boom, they had enough money to spread the money through 3 people, through Breeze, Kanan, and Unique. They got cash. But as I was saying, yeah, you want to pay them back. They front you enough money to get 10 bricks. Y'all move those 10 bricks, y'all can come back. Next time y'all can get 15. But as long as they got that money, you could come back. You got enough money to get 15, but they could give you some more bread and you can get that 20. So as long as you're up under them, you can keep elevating and expanding off of somebody else's money. But of course, you still be up under them. But if the business deal is good, then you can't complain about it. You give them they cut, but now you moving more product. So last month you made, let's say last month you made 50 bands. This month we made 75. Next month we can make 100. So it's like, if the business is good, then the business is good. It's only when it goes bad when it's bad for you. Yeah, there is a third person that they spoke about the third person, but we don't know who that is, and that could lead to the third person showing up and Breeze and Kanan taking out Snaps and Pops and fucking with that third person, and then that be the person that fronts them, leading them into Origins. You see what I'm saying? There was a third person, but we don't know much about him. But this motherfucker could have some bread stacks away too, and we get rid of them. He offers a better deal, and that's just a dope game. Yeah, they showed Neek at the cemetery. In well, let me finish this and we'll go back and we'll look at that. So Snaps and Pops, they good as long as the money is good. They got the blocks, they got the territories. We A-okay. But I don't think that was Unique at the grave. I think that was Marvin at the grave looking at Lulu, and then we seen Rock at the grave too. I got it all chopped up. But all right, so that was Kanan. All right, yeah. All right, so here we go. There's only like 2 more scenes, 3 more actually. Well, 4 including that. So now we finally see Taz, and we all wanted to know what the hell is Taz's job. Well, Taz got the pills. Remember, they got the pills off the truck last week. Now Taz, he got this hole in the roof, but Taz, he's dropping off the work. He in this Chrysler Plymouth to the white boys because they said, man, the white boys be eating off of this. So that they checking the pills. Okay, we got some Adderall. What we got here? Y'all ain't got no MDMA, you know what I'm saying? Some methamphetamines. Y'all ain't got none. Oh, okay. Y'all got the perkies. Perk. The percolator. So they looking at that. Now, this gentleman over here, he calls Taz out like, damn, nigga, I heard you getting passed over. He's like, who you hear that from? Reggie. Reggie said that. Man, fuck Reggie. He said, I'm just saying, I heard you getting passed over by some little nigga. He said, don't nobody pass me over. And then he punches the nigga in the gut. Like, dude, this is why you a number 2 and not a number 1. Because you fucking up the goddamn program. So he fighting the white boys. The other white boy talking about, hey, man, what are you doing, bro? Man, get off here. Oh, no. Taz talking about, there ain't nobody passing me up, man. I do my thing, man. I've been here. Blah, blah, blah. Shut up, Taz. But he's like, dude, what are you doing, man? Like, we buying the dope from you, nigga. The pills, nigga. So Taz drives off. He's like, oh, I'm going to go see this nigga Kanan. So Kanan at the shop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You fucking up my count, Taz. Taz said, look, Kanan, I was here before you. I'm going to be here after you. Ain't nobody passing me up. And I'm going to be that number 1 one of these days. So you can do what you want to do. You can count that money how you want to count it, but you not going to pass me up. And they said, you throwing off my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He said, Kanan, fuck you, man. Kanan gives him a little grin like, nigga, get your weak ass out of here. I'm gonna be here before you and I'm gonna be here after you. Taz, get the fuck on somewhere, nigga. So after this happens, we know that Rock put a call in earlier. And now the block is jumping. This is Kanan's block now. This is Kanan's block. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 soldiers out here. And y'all see the scooter? Told you it was a scooter out there. The scooter boys got a block now. So they out here and they chilling. And out of nowhere, a car pull up. The same car that was Rock talking to. Sending the message. This isn't making a move on the block. We see 2 people get shot. The dude on the right, he's crawling away, but the dude on the left falls next to the vehicle. So I'm assuming he was dead, which gave us our 2, him and the first guy. But they get the bucket. They shooting the block up. It's just a message. These guys get to shooting back. Pow, 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 pow. Pow, pow, pow. They ain't hitting shit though. But this dude right here, you can see, like you see it later. If you go back and watch the episode, this dude drops by the side of the vehicle. Oh, they got a Pepsi. The Pepsi bottle right there. So they get to shooting back. But now the block is hot. They got to get the hell up out of there. And then we see Breeze show up. They sprayed this thing up. The dude, he got shot on the side of this car. So we got bullet casings all over the block. And Breeze is looking. He's like, who the fuck? Because remember, he did tell Kanan there is no competition. There is no competition that we have. I don't see no competition. It ain't going to be no competition. But the cops are out here taking pictures of the crime scene, and we don't know where this shot came from. We don't know where it came from, but we know somebody put it out there. Now, they could be thinking, think about it. Unique is missing. Arc Bar is dead, but Unique isn't dead. So could this be Unique getting some get back? You know what I mean? As far as Breeze and Kanan go, is this Unique getting get back? Who did this? Who would be brave enough, bold enough, have the audacity to come and shoot up our block? Who did this? So that's what Breeze is out there thinking. He's like, man, what the hell? We just took this shit over yesterday, and now we getting shot at today. So is this Unique's work? Who did this shit? But at this point, they don't know that Rock set this up. And the last thing we see is Tiana. Remember, she just did a mission for Flossie and Rock, went to Manhattan and came back. And she said, oh no, I don't need another pack. I got to go do my work. Now remember, Flossie's job is girls selling that round, you know, and this is 2 business ventures that Flossie's in. Flossie gets a cut of the money from the dope being sold with Rock, but then the money being made off of selling round is her own thing. You know what I mean? So the girls are part-time dope dealers, part-time cat sellers. You know what I'm saying? So this girl, Tiana, she gets the call like, shit, I got a new client uptown. You know what I mean? And it turns out she gets to room 304. Now, I don't know what 304 means, but everybody keeps pointing at it. I'm like, 304? I'm old school. I don't know what 304 is. I know what a HOE is, but I don't know what 304 is. You know what I mean? I ain't never used a calculator in my life, so I don't know what a 304 is. Someone got to explain to me what a 304 is. Cause they like, Mo, you got to use a calculator. I don't need no calculator. I got a goddamn brain. You know what I mean? I ain't never used I don't know what a calculator is. You know what I mean? I don't know what a calculator, but they said room 304, Mo. 304, Mo. I said, I don't know no 304. What 304 mean? They said use a calculator, Mo. I said, all right, let me get a calculator. Let me see something. $304. I guess you got to use. I guess you got to use an old school calculator because this is what 304 give me. That's what 304 give me upside down. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Yeah, I grew up with ladies. You know what I mean? I don't know what a 304 is. They were like, Mo, look at the room 304. I said, I know what a hoe is. I don't know what a 304 is. I know what 305 is. 305 is Miami. I'm like 304. I'm looking up. What is the zip code? What zip code is 304? We're gonna get to the bottom of this, guys. Nah, we're gonna get to the exact location depends on whether 304 is a zip code or I'm not the zip code, area code. My bad. That's me. What area code is 304? We're gonna get to the bottom of it. 304 is a area code that covers the entire state of West Virginia. What the hell does West Virginia got to do with Kanan? Kanan moving work? No, Kanan went to Virginia. What is West Virginia? 304. 304. Let me see. What does 304 mean in Urban Dictionary? 304. It spells a hoe on a calculator. We got to get to the bottom. The term 304 is slang for hoe. What? This originates from typing a number into a calculator and turning it upside down, which visually resembles the word "oh." It is often used to refer to a promiscuous women or ex-workers in digital communication, particularly on social media and messaging platforms. What? The term 304 is slang for hoe. It originates from typing the number into a calculator and turning it up. Why would you turn a calculator upside down? Why would you what? Why would you turn a calculator upside down? I'm not dyslexic. I can't read an upside down calculator. 304 means hoe. I thought they were just selling cat. I thought they were selling cat. Where did this hoe stuff come from? Are they saying that Kanan's a hoe? Or are they saying she's a hoe? What? That don't look like hoe. That look like 403. 40. Well, that photo don't look like no O. Let me see something. Let me see something. Let me rotate this real quick. Oh, that's what they mean. H O oh oh. Ah ha ha. We got it, guys. This is what they mean. Hey, y'all, 304 mean hoe. Oh my gosh, I'm baffled. Jeez, did y'all know that 304 mean hoe? Did y'all know 304 mean hoe? Did y'all know 30? If y'all got a calculator, 304 me ho. Y'all see that? Why you take a hoe to a hotel? Because a hotel everybody. Why you take a hoe to a hotel and a hotel everybody? Well, Tiana shows up. Elmo says 304 on the calculator upside down says hoe. H-O-E. Elmo says hoe is 304. Elmo's world. La 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 la. La 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 la. Elmo's world. Dancing. She go see Kanan. Yeah. 304 means hoe. And she selling that round. And guess who buying it? This nigga. You work for my mother. You work for my mother. Come on here, girl. You work for my mother. How's it going? You working for my mother? I hate my mother. And that's Kanan's story, man. There we go, man. Raising Kanan. Raising Kanan, episode 3, man. Now, mind you guys, the reason, the reason Kanan is doing this is not because Kanan is paying for cooch. Yeah, that's what this is for. But the reason Kanan's calling her over there is because Stefano gave him the information about what Rock is doing. Stefano knows that Rock is working with Flossie and Pino, so he knows that they're moving the girls. Stefano gives Kanan the information about Flossie and how to get in contact with the girls. Kanan is calling her up to bring her through. Now, if you watch the trailer, you see Kanan talking to her, and you see the girls getting robbed. That's because Kanan now knows the operation, and he wants to try to fuck up what Rock has because of Stefano. And then once they find out that the drive-by happened and it was because of Rock, all of this is going to make sense. So it's not that Kanan, he definitely probably going to smash, but he's going to get her on his side because he's going to be like, look, I can provide you way more money than what they can get you. All you got to do is tell me the drops, tell me where the girls are going, and we can steal the product from them, and we can get that money. So Kanan is just using this as a piece of the puzzle to effectively try to go at Rock. Just like she shot up the block, that's what this is for. Of course, he probably paid, he probably got some of that too, and we knew what 304 was. That's why I made sure I got that screenshot. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We off the clock. That is Kanan. Tiana done pulled up on the boy, man. Tiana done pulled up on the boy. I told you, ain't nothing worse than a young nigga getting money. All right, there we go. So we got 3.5 hours in. Again, we're running low on characters. I did attach Breeze with Kanan. What did we say? We're gonna go look at the trailer. So yeah, we're gonna go look back and see if Breeze comes back. I know somebody was in here last week talking about, yeah, man, if Unique come back, you gonna delete this video. I'm like, I'm not deleting nothing, nigga. We knew Unique was coming. Well, we knew Unique was gonna be at the grave. If he come back, I don't give a damn. Let me see. But we don't see Unique at the grave site. We see Rock. We see Rock out here. So we got Rock at the grave site, and then we have Marvin out at the grave site. So Rock and Marvin are both going to go pay visits to the grave site. And let me see. I think on the
If you didn't hate me before, you gonna hate me now. When you hustling, you ain't thinking about nobody but you. You do this shit long enough, lies become the truth. Understand me now. If you didn't hate me before, you gonna hate me now. When you hustling, you ain't thinking about
So we know Bree's gonna give Kanan a gun eventually.
nobody but you.
Oh, wait. This ain't the cut up trailer. This shit gonna probably get flagged. Hold on, give me a second. We'll scrub through it. I thought this is the one I cut up. Damn, Marvin got a lot of guns. When we gonna get to this point? When Marvin gonna be loading up them thingy things? Marvin shooting through a door. Marvin whooping on Kanan. We did a video about that. I'll probably do another one. There y'all go right there. Marvin and Tiana. I mean, not Marvin. Kanan and Tiana. So we definitely know she's going to be on his side. He's using that. He used that introduction to try to set up Rock, which was our prediction earlier. Then we got Rock at the grave site. And then, let me see.
When you're grown up and you don't pay your bills on time, bad fucking things happen.
No matter who you are or what you've done, God forgive.
See, in the trailer for episode 4, we see one of the girls getting robbed. This is one that was getting interviewed, but they're getting robbed.
God forgives everybody.
I ain't everybody, Pastor. Stephen fucked us all up. We're gonna need you to do some shit.
There go Tiana, and you hear Kanan telling her, I'm gonna need you to do some shit.
We're gonna need you to do some shit. No matter where the fuck I am.
So it looks like Kanan and Tiana are gonna be partnered up. He's gonna be using her as much as he can going into episode 4. But yeah, I mean, shit. Good times, man. Good times. Yeah, and in the original trailer, all we see is Unique. We see the scene where Unique talks to Kanan about living with family, can't live without him. When he wanted to partner up with Kanan, we got him hugging Jerome when they were up in the woods before he made the decision to leave. Him talking to Kanan again, and then him standing in the street when Pernessa and Jerome drove off. So that's the only times we seen Unique in the trailer, or in the original trailer. I'm trying to think. Rock said Rock with Marvin. Yeah, so there's only 4 parts of Unique on the trailer, and it was him with Jerome 2 times talking to Kanan, and when he was standing in the middle of the street. And then let me see, episode 4 trailer. Looks like we got either look like a body in the incendiary. Well, yeah, we'll you know what I'm saying? We back on it, man. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We got about 4 hours in today. Pretty good. I appreciate y'all. It felt good to be back. We do all right this live, or like what? We need to speed up, or will we cool? You know what I mean? It's been a while. You know, I need some harsh criticism. I don't want constructive. I want harsh. I want y'all to tell me like what was wrong. You know what I mean? Mo, you fucking up. That's what I want to hear. I don't like the good. I want to hear the bad. Man, they got my boy up out of here, man.
Yeah, you hear that? If ever come back, we'll kill ya!
That's what Detective Garcia told Jukebox. She don't pay that money. But yeah, let me get out of here, y'all. It is 6:15 in the morning. We got 4 hours in. Did the live at 2:30. You know, that sun's about to come up. It's time for me to go back in hibernation because I know when I wake up, I'm about to be extremely pissed off and hot. But I appreciate you guys. I love y'all, seriously. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for sticking around. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We try to get to 60,000 subscribers. Well, we won't have a break because Power is going to run right into Fightland, and then the finale of Power is going to come on, like I think episode 2 of Fightland. So we're going to run straight through that. And then right after Fightland goes off, we got the drop, the snowfall spinoff. We got that. And then I think P Valley going to drop. And we're going to have we got a nice little run going. But in November, I'm going to be streaming Grand Theft Auto. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to need me some me time, but I'll be streaming it and I'll be telling y'all stories while I play the game. But definitely staying hydrated. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll have the recap up tomorrow, and I'm gonna try to do some videos. I'll probably do a live driving to Frankfurt, but if it's too hot, I probably just ain't gonna go. Love y'all. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Y'all, thanks for watching. Remember, don't drink and drive. Always have a plan. Remember, you can run, but you can't hide.
We straight killers, yo.